Yes.
Back. Woo! I can't be bothered anymore. Welcome to Top 4. My name's Peter. I'm an Arsenal women fan. I'm joined by Ernest, a Man United fan.
AJ boxing to the world.
To the world. I'm joined by David, an AJ boxing fan.
What? So AJ, yeah, what I need you to do, yeah, I need you to take that North Circular, yeah, to London Colney, bro. I need you to give Xhaka, yeah, that national. Give Bellerin that them treble uppercuts, yeah, and then I need to give Xhaka that quick jab, bang him in the face, bro. Absolute moron, bro. Absolute tool, bro. Cloud.
Oh, I'm joined by Robinho. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Europa League, my friend. Europa League is for Manchester United. I'm joined by AD, Liverpool fan.
First things first, RIP Gerard Houllier, my first Liverpool manager. Had some great times with him, great moments. Yeah, man, sad loss.
Sad loss indeed. And I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Let's just get on with it, lads. It's not been a good week for any of us. No one's particularly happy. Let's just crack on, all right?
What? Did all of them have a win?
No one won.
No, Leicester in Europe won.
Are you frigging kidding me, mate? What a top 4 this is, ladies and gentlemen. We kick things off very slowly and steady with the Manchester derby. Woo! Who stayed awake for the full 90 minutes of this one? Ernest, you did talk to us. What did you think about the game?
I didn't have a choice. I was waiting for a client. So I had to watch it.
Oh man.
Do you know what's mad? I don't know if I should be happy because we didn't lose.
That's a fair point.
Or happy because our defense actually played well. Or pissed off because City didn't give us anything to worry about. It's one of them games, bro. Like, obviously coming off the back of the terrible Tuesday.
Hey, what happened to AD, bro? He just got spun, blood. It's like someone he's got dust. Carry on, sorry.
Adrian is the other character in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Bro. He disappears
just in a flash.
You know what? You get me? Angelico's just be calling, man.
So what, do you reckon it was a good result for Man United at home?
Because the thing is, I never think we're going to win because you never know what United are going to get. By the 50-60th minute, I was like, United need to get a result because City, like, I can't believe Oli made Pep think. He played Fernandinho and Rodrigo, who had a torrid time against Pogba, but he couldn't live with it. Yeah. Then I thought, okay, like it's John Stones playing, but I think Cancelo is actually a competent fullback. Ruben Diaz is very good as well. So I thought defense-wise, we should target John Stones. But Rashford decides when he wants to play. Like I hear a lot of Martial slander in this group, not here in particular, but in our conversations and like not slander but disrespect. And then when it comes to Rashford flopping, it's Pim. Like I don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
And Rashford does a lot of bad things on a week in week out basis. If he'd be getting a lot of slander for. That's why I'm never having it when it comes to Martial. But anyway, Rashford had a stinker. Greenwood was trying. You get me? Like he actually was the one that was trying to think or whatever. Bruno in our midfield was one of the few that was trying. Pogba, I feel like should have pushed up a bit more because he had a lot of space and time. At the same time, it's just our midfield is quite disjointed or whatever. But yeah, let me speed this up. What else? City had 2 chances.
Yeah.
They weren't great. Like City were not great, and we should have beaten them. We should have beaten Man City that day, and I feel like as much as it's a point gained, it looks like it's 2 points dropped in hindsight because we should have been better. Oli, obviously, being the great manager that he is, brought on our subs very late, so I'm not really expecting too much. But yeah,
Robin, do you agree with what Ernest has said there?
Do you think I watched Manchester United this week?
All your attention was Leipzig, wasn't it? All week long. It was about Leipzig.
I've told you, and I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. I'm being very serious when I say I am not speaking about this team until something significant happens.
Ooh, what kind of significance?
Significance means various things. Either someone is fired, or we've won a cup, or we finished the season. Until then, I am not on this team. I will see what happens on the timeline.
See you in May, mate. See you in May.
I'll see you in May. Calm.
You know there was Adrian.
I'll just see you in May. Calm.
Raw.
After Tuesday, I said, nah. My mental health is in the gutter.
I love the fact that Robin is finally here because Robin is optimistic.
Bro, it's taking time. You know what?
Thank you.
Yeah.
He was the tie of Manchester United, bro. Yeah, it's
Guys,
time. Yes,
So on Saturday, I kid you not, I was outside doing Christmas shopping, buying stuff. You think I was giving 90 minutes to this game?
Robin said he was out splashing in the end.
Racks.
You get me?
Man came down to London, bro, and spent big. Made it big.
Nope.
Hey, how has it come to this? How has it come to this, Robin?
You know what, yeah? I think just many things just reminded me is that, you know what, you need a break in football. And when you have optimistic and hope, yeah.
You know, I felt that comment right there. I felt that one.
You need a break in football. And it got to that point on Tuesday. It's like, I have seen enough of this. I have seen enough.
Yeah.
I need a break and all that stuff. So I'll probably watch them next week. But this Saturday, I was giving them no love whatsoever.
Man, are you're not going to watch them on Thursday?
What? On Thursday?
Yeah.
No?
I mean,
We got Real Sociedad, top of La Liga. You think I'm going to watch that? No.
Oh no, but I'm talking about this Thursday. You got Sheffield United away.
Man said Europa has given him horrific feelings so much. Man's cancelled the Premier League game on Thursday. You know?
He's forgotten all about it. Oscar, you was about to say.
I'll probably start watching again soon, but I will just be watching just as a neutral at this point because I need to see something different. So I'm telling you the truth. I did not watch the City game or the derby. I was not interested. I was in IKEA buying stuff. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I hear that still.
What, flat pack tables? Yeah. Wardrobe, balls, everything.
Anyone else? David, have you got anything on this game?
Looks like it was a snooze fest. I'm just looking at the highlights now. Not many chances created.
The highlights were very keen, if anything.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, you got Pogba on his nonsense again. I'm just like, you know what? How the mighty have fallen, bro.
No,
Flipping heck, bro.
for real.
you imagine, bruv. Like even like all the hugging and thing at the end of the game and that man number like Lipton and what is going on?
Footy Agenda said Maguire and Stones hugging each other to celebrate clean sheets.
Listen, I get that it's a derby and whatever, and I saw that. But if they're boys, what's wrong with them hugging?
Tunnel. Leave it in the tunnel.
Nah, I don't care. If they want to hug, let them hug. Cool. None of this. What do you call it? It's a derby, all that stuff. That's in the 90 minutes. Post that, I don't care.
I need the animosity, blood, until we get ends.
Do you know what it is? I think if the fans were there, that wouldn't have happened. I think because the atmosphere is a little bit different. Like it's to feel like the derby.
Yeah. That's a fair point. If it was a packed stadium full of fans, you think they could get walked out, could they get away alive?
They're getting cussed out, bro. You try to walk down the tunnel and try to give man a hug, bro. Oh, you're getting hand gestures and everything, guys.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's the level as well, because I'm sitting and I'm thinking Manchester derby, City have aspirations to challenge for the league. United aren't too far away from the summer either. You both want to win that game. So the fact that you're laughing and hugging, it doesn't hurt you. And I think it should. And the fact that it doesn't hurt you shows where these teams are at the moment, which is scary.
Yeah, man was gone.
I think for me, it's the fact that the game has literally just ended the way it did, and I'm looking at the fact that, like, as if I'm Maguire, I'm like, why didn't we win this game? So I'm not saying that like a man cannot hug his brethren. That is not the incident in itself that we're discussing. It's the fact that the game has literally just finished. Man United should have won the game. City were there for the taking, and one of the first things on your mind as soon as the whistle blows is, I'm going to hug my brethren when I see him. When the two of you live in the same city, I don't know.
Do you know what? Like,
it's a bit weird.
It's why I don't know what you guys think, but do you reckon the North London derby is probably still the most intense one in England, simply because of the fact that there is actually no love lost between those two sides? Like Liverpool, Everton, you know what I'm saying? You could be the same family. Your brother could be Liverpool. Your sister could be Everton. The Manchester derby, obviously, look at the example we've seen. Obviously, amongst fans, I think it's still and rugged. But I feel like this is
because also the fact that Manchester's in tier 3 for now. These probably haven't seen each other. They've just seen camp and they've seen the home. So
this brother gave tier 3 as the excuse.
Robin.
I'm including the world here. Like I said, for me, I don't care if a man wants to hug his brother. He wants to hug his brother. Cool, we move. You're not going to sleep over it.
Madness in East Anglia.
Bro, I can't lie. I think West Ham versus Millwall is the biggest derby in the UK, you know? Like most intense. or Sunderland, Newcastle. Bro, there's no, love is lost. You know, back in the day, no love lost. You see, man drapes in each other. Now it's passive, man.
Yeah. Obviously, West Ham Millwall, I can't even touch that barge with a barge pole yet. We ain't seen that fight in seasons. And thank God we haven't, because who knows how ugly that could get. Sunderland Newcastle, great shout as well. I think that's a I mean, you know, that is territory rivalry, that sort of thing. So, yeah, fair dues.
Pete, can I read some more comments?
Go for it, bro.
Yeah, SW6 ex London said, worst Manchester derby in a while. I think it's the worst one ever, personally. I don't think I've ever seen these two have such a poor game.
What do you disagree with?
It's not the worst Manchester derby.
What was the worst? What was worse?
There was one we had with Van Gaal, and I think Pellegrini played Rodrigo and not Rodrigo, Fernandinho and Fernando in DM.
Ooh.
Against Schweinsteiger and Schneider in midfield. Guys, I slept.
Oh man, no. Do you remember Fernando, man?
No, it was worse. There have been worse Manchester derbies than this. You know what I'm saying?
That was extra snooze fest, man.
It was bad. Like that. Don't get me wrong. Like SW6 London, like this was bad, but nah.
No, I don't think SW6 London say it's the worst ever. He's saying in a while, but then Oscar said it was the worst ever.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
SW was just saying, like, look, since he can remember, that's been one of the worst. And fair enough, man.
Yeah. No, I don't remember the one Ernest is referencing, so maybe there was another one.
Thank you. You don't remember. Yeah.
Abdi said yes. Ernest remembers that 0-0.
I'm saying, hey.
Okay.
Bad.
No one breaking lines. No one behind.
Schweiny.
What? No one played number 10 now.
No 10.
Bro, I don't remember who our 10 was. It Januzaj or someone?
Oh, the days of Januzaj.
I don't miss that at all.
You man went through some bleed.
No, it must have been Mata. It has to be Mata. Has to be Mata.
Januzaj is enjoying life at Sociedad. So
top of the league.
No, I hope they slap us, man.
What do you think about your Champions League draw since we're on Man United?
That's a Champions League, you know.
Sorry, Europa League draw. What am I talking about?
I try to take the piss, you
No, I genuinely forgot. I genuinely forgot. Yeah, thoughts on Sociedad
I need us to get slapped
in the round.
Get out of this.
I could not care less.
I don't care.
Okay. This is European football, guys.
No. I don't care if we win. This is how mad it is. I don't care if we win the competition. Get out.
They won it in 2017.
Hey, thank you, Adrian. I have. There's no.
Yeah, so it's just not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Including ourselves, that we can win this. Let Jose and them have it. Let Arteta. I don't care about this competition.
You don't want to win it.
Get out, bro.
Why not though? European trophy.
It is a waste. It is a literal waste of our time. Literally.
Hey, do you know how washed the Europa League is, yeah? For third place Champions League sides to go in there.
Yes.
Like, it's scandalous, blood. I find it extremely scandalous, bro. I can't understand how they justify having that.
I don't think that's the case from next year, though.
It better not be. It shouldn't be.
Because of that new competition.
The conference. Is it the Europa League conference?
Oh, whatever that is.
Whatever the wash that is. You know, man like Burnley will be in the Europa League conference, man. But it's like the Intertoto Cup.
Torino, Racing Santander. Shout
because it's now whoever wins the League Cup goes to that competition. So
that's what Man City will say, we're not involved anymore, boy. They're gonna sign out of that one very, very quickly. So yeah, do you think you'll go through against Sociedad?
That's basically cup winners' cup, isn't it?
Basically, it's like.
Do you not care? If you're Man United, focus on the league.
Focus on the league, fam. Focus on the league. And what about Man City's draw against who did they get? Mönchengladbach.
I think they'll go through.
You think they'll go through?
Yeah, man. I think against a team that plays, they'll try and play as well. I think if they faced a tough team that sits back, they'll have a bit of trouble with that. But City should be all right.
Do you think this result for City was a bad result? 0-0 at Old Trafford, or was that a good result? Would you take it?
I think based on the way they approached the game, I think it was bad. SW6 ex-London had a comment. He said, Man United should be happy they defended well. More disappointed in City. The amount of quality on the pitch. Can't believe the game was like that. I felt like every time City had the ball, they played the pass just 2 seconds too slow. Every time they should have took 1 touch, they took 2 touch. Every time they should have took 2 touches, they took 3. Everything was just a little bit off and slow by them. And you know, the gap between Rodri and Fernandinho to De Bruyne and the front three was just too. It wasn't fluid enough. It wasn't quick enough, and I think they'll be looking at themselves thinking they had a lot to improve on this game. So that's why I would say, probably disappointing for them.
The commentator hit the nail on the head. Like, I think he said something like, "City put the pass and passive. It was diabolical, and it's scary the fact that he felt it was appropriate to go there with Rodri and Fernandinho. It shows where they are, considering they were Centurions 2 years ago."
For real.
Any more on this game?
Yeah, let me get to some more comments. Sorry, I neglected them for a little while. Abdi said, as a United fan, I'm telling you, man, move from this game. Lola said, I legit yawned so much, I was tearing up. Yeah.
You know the tears on the yawn?
Yeah, bro. That's mad. That's mad.
The tears of a yawn. Boss like Endo said, I told you, man, this City side is meaty. They are so boring. Yeah.
In comparison to the City we've known,
what's happened? What's
David
changed?
Silva. David Silva. Because Bernardo Silva has been smelling since he left.
He's been ponging, fam.
And again, guess who Royal Sociedad have? David Silva. It's gonna be.
No, Robin. I'm praying to Elohim that we get slapped. I think I have to get slapped, bro. Oh man.
I said I don't know.
But the thing is, Oli will take it seriously. Oli will take the for flip's sake.
All the big guns are going, bro.
Yeah, he's taking it seriously. For sure.
For Kuto Pelistri, Majid Jebri. I'm sorry, Hannibal.
The whole under 23s. By the way,
Ethan Lads.
Bro, I need Phil Jones.
Phil Jones.
I don't want no parts of this game.
You man have pulled out some players, man.
The thing is, though, the under 23s, you could argue, can get into the first team, and that's how bad it is. And that's how bad it is.
That's peak, blood. Hey. That's peak. That is peak. I can't.
But yeah, if you're asking me why City are not the same, David Silva,
yeah.
Man.
But would you also add in not being there, and then also Fernandinho not really playing in that DM role that he should have been in?
You know what it is? I'll say it's more Rodrigo playing than Fernandinho not playing. They should have replaced. I told man, listen, I was looking forward to him and Frankie de Jong running Europe for the next 8 years.
Yeah.
They are both looking very needy. They're both looking very, very needy for their respective clubs. You see what I'm saying? Rodrigo, like I said, Pogba should have done a lot more because he was bullying him that whole game. He couldn't handle him. Then Fernandinho, for me, he's going to be playing well when he's 40, bro. He's sick, man. Like, he was just closing down the man. Like, he had Bruno all night. He was just handling him, Well, obviously, Bruno had some, you get me? But Pep, for me, I was shocked that Oli made Pep think. He really made him think. And Pep usually goes in wherever he goes and he instills his fingerprint. We're going to pass the ball around you all game. And he didn't do that. Mahrez, was a bit smelly. Sterling, they're not inspiring to watch. I'm be honest. Jesus is Jesus.
What chances do you give him in the Champions League? And Adrian, jump in afterwards as well. Because I knew you wanted to say something earlier. Well, what chances are we giving City?
City.
Yeah. Champions League.
City will be City. They will make games that are algebra, quantum physics. That's what they'll do. Like, they will make Mönchengladbach a tough game, and it shouldn't be.
But Gladbach play good football.
No, they do. But City should be playing better.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's agreed.
City should be playing better. They're saving grace. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me get back to some of these comments. Lola O had an interesting stat. She said every team at the top of the top 5 leagues are in Europa, from England to the French league. How funny is that?
Oh,
yeah, it's true.
So wait, who's top of the French league?
Is that like
it's Lille? So it's Lille, Real Sociedad, Milan,
Tottenham,
and Leverkusen. Yeah.
Rah, interesting.
So does that make the Europa League harder to be in this year? I'm just asking the question.
I don't know. In terms of Manchester United's Champions League performance, Abdi065 said, "Ernest, I blame you for our loss to Leipzig."
What did I say?
He said you jinxed it. He said you jinxed it.
You wouldn't win.
I told you, man, we're not going to win.
You jinxed it.
I told you, man, we were not going to win this game. I told you. You man had the audacity to hope.
The audacity.
Trust me.
Yeah, a couple more. Abdi also said Rashford and Greenwood play like they hate each other.
That is true. I never thought I could put it straight away. That's very true.
That's when they play like they hate each other.
They're two street footballers. individually instead of as a
nothing worse than that.
Yeah.
It's that new sibling complex, isn't it? Like Rashford used to be the baby once upon a time. Now it's Greenwood. Mummy's not spending enough time with him. Yeah. Right.
Oh, mate.
That is funny. Abdi065 also asked, is Peter still cancelled?
Man's out here, fam. Yeah, we're gonna get onto that game soon. Don't you worry, my friend.
Oh yeah. And then Boss That Endo said Peter is no longer cancelled. He got a new trim, new man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the Don right here, man. Yeah, get your trim, bro. What? Northwest 6. Say no more. Let's move it on.
And lastly, Lola said it's Pep doing the most, in my opinion, and the poor signings for me. So she thinks Pep's just overdoing it when it comes to City and how they approach games.
Yeah, like I said in it, quantum physics when it can just literally be like 2 + 2 and you win the game.
And I think the signings thing is key as well, because I think a reason why City have stagnated is because when we think of their best players, your Silvers, your Torres, your Companies, your Agueros, they haven't replaced them. They haven't replaced any of them. So we get to the stage where we are now, and we've seen it in teams past. We've seen it in Man United. We've seen it in Arsenal. We've seen it in AC Milan. We see what happens when you have a core group of top-class players and you fail to replace them. It's dire consequences. My fear is in the summer, in the next couple of summers, City are going to go big because Pep is staying, so he's not going to stay for no reason.
Yeah.
So we might see Haaland, we might see, I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be a magic.
They're going to go ham.
That's scary sound. That's a scary thing to hear. I'm not going to lie.
Right, Oscar, should we move on?
Yeah, let's go.
There's no more comments here. Let's go to Goodison Park, where Everton took all the spoils, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 winners against Chelsea. And who is to blame, ladies and gentlemen? Who is to blame? None other than goalkeepers, hey? Hey, they've come early, haven't they? I'll tell you what, man, right? You know, what's funny? There, my lord, there, your honor, is my case. There's my case. Okay, listen, let's not go overboard. It was just a mistake, but this is what I was talking about. This is what I was meaning when Chelsea bought this guy. I thought, right, anything's better than Kepa, so he looks magic, right? He looks magic. But let me tell you something, blood. That penalty decision, Oscar, talk to me. Talk to me about Chelsea first and foremost, but also what were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think for the goal in particular, Everton had a very sick plan. When they were pumping the ball long, they said, let's get the ball to Calvert-Lewin and let's stick him on Thiago Silva. They didn't want to go to Zuma because Zuma is more, I don't know, aerial. He's more of an aerial threat. He wins all his defensive headers. So they stuck it. I've just seen a comment, yeah. Free Agendas said, name me a good black goalkeeper. I don't know why there's like music emojis. I don't know what tune that is to, but
I bet there's a meme already, fam, just circulating.
Yeah. But anyway, the point I was making was, so Thiago Silva misses the header, Calvert-Lewin wins it, and then it's just a straight like who's gonna get to the ball first, and Calvert-Lewin gets his foot first, and Mendy does nothing but clatter into him. It was a stupid mistake, really, but I think his head was kind of lost because he got clattered 2 minutes before. And the physios had to come on and take a look at him. So he was still a bit dazed from the earlier incident, and then he made a mess of it.
Is that what we're putting it down to? Yeah.
No. Yeah. A howler's a howler, innit? I'm not trying to excuse it. I'm just saying that's what I think happened.
You know, I think even to be fair, like I was shocked at it because it was like if one thing that you know Mendy's been this season, he's been very, very steady, you know what I'm saying? He's kept a calm sort of peace in that 6-yard box in that penalty area. And then when you add Thiago Silva onto that, it's a bit like, well, come on now, this is a massage. You know what I'm saying? But then to see what I saw, like if I see Mendy's highlights right from Rennes, and then I see that kind of mistake in there, I'd have been like, like this, you don't bring this keeper anywhere near your club, right? Because it's a frigging howler of a mistake, but. Yeah, it surprised me even. I'm not going to lie. It just surprised me to see it just happen because it came out of the blue. It went like it was coming. It wasn't like one of those ones where it was coming, but it was just more so he's not in bad form. You know them ones. Like, it's not like a De Gea thing where when he's on the bad form and something can happen.
I think there's been, because last week when we conceded against Leeds, there was a little bit of, it was him rushing out and Zuma rushing to the ball, and there was a bit of miscommunication there. And then, so there's an issue with him rushing towards the ball, it seems, flying out of his goal. The timing isn't always perfect. And so maybe that's the area that he needs to work on. But, you know, other than that, when you look at the whole context of the game, I don't think it was a matter of Chelsea defending poorly. I think it was more so that Chelsea couldn't score. And I think if that penalty didn't go in, we would have drew the game 0-0 and we'd still be sitting here going on like, why didn't Chelsea win? I think when the team sheet came out, Pulisic was injured, Hudson-Odoi is injured, Ziyech was injured. That was the biggest thing for me, where I was like, straight away, as soon as the team came out, I tweeted that because I knew we're going to have struggle to create. Like, we're going to struggle. This whole Werner on the wing thing, I'm still not there. Like, I'm still not with it. And then on the other wing, we had Havertz, who had a horrible game. I said in the first half he was a bit meaty. And then Adrian came in my mentions and had to correct me. He said you can't call it meaty. That's generous to call it meaty. He was horrible. Like, it was woeful.
But yeah, it's the case of Lampard's got to start playing these players in their position, in their face. Not that he hasn't been, but it's just like I'm saying in this game, for example, like Kai Havertz could have played in the 10 or like in the center, say the middle of the park, and Werner doesn't need to be on the wing. You know what I'm saying? Injuries or not.
Yeah, but did you hear what I said though?
Yeah,
all three of our wingers were out, and we've been playing formation with 2 wingers all season.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it still doesn't work. Is what I'm saying. It's like even though he had to compensate. I get he had to compensate, but it doesn't mean it worked. If he had the chance to do that game again, he wouldn't do that. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to do that same selection again, the way he did it.
Well, what would you suggest instead?
So I would have moved. Obviously, I would have put Werner up top because I think that's his best position, is being a centre forward. On the left,
isn't this finishing a problem? Is
What
that
do you
not
mean?
why he's on the left?
you think it's because of his finishing?
I don't think that's why. I think the reason he doesn't play centrally is because people fear that he doesn't get as much space centrally. He likes to run at people, and centrally you're more likely to do a bit of hold up play. Sitting in between Michael Keane and Yerry Mina, like they're not going to play high line, so you're not going to get a chance to run in behind. They sat deep the whole game, so Giroud was the option. The problem was we never really crossed the ball into Giroud. So
why don't you just? But then for this game, why don't you just change and adapt the formation a little bit, just so that you can get the best out of all of them?
I would have gone 5-3-2 personally. Like looking at the personnel, the fact he had no wingers, and ask Reece James and Chilwell to give you a bit.
Yeah,
more.
no, that's the
Havertz in the 10.
That's the conclusion I came to at the end of the game. I was like 5-3-2 would have been the best option, but you got to remember we played 5-3-2 against Man United and we created absolutely nothing going forward. It was a similar thing. We were blunt in attack in that formation. So I feel harsh for Frank Lampard because Pulisic got injured the day before. I think he had a plan, and it was that Pulisic was meant to start, and then all of a sudden his hamstring is feeling weak. We know how delicate Pulisic is. You know, the guy runs, warms up and he gets injured. So yeah, it was that, and the situation. Lola made a comment. She said, "Oh, Kai should never be on the wings, and because he's frail." No, I agree 100%. The issue with Kai Havertz, is because obviously we bought this guy £70 million, hasn't really hit the ground running at Chelsea. I think the issue with him is when we signed him to be a number 10. And in the beginning of the season, Frank Lampard was playing 4-2-3-1 with Kai at the 10. And in all of those games where he played at the 10, he played all right. Like he did well against West Brom, got an assist. He did well against Southampton, got a goal. He links up the play really well there. But the problem is, in both of those games I just mentioned, Chelsea conceded 3 goals each game. So it was very clear that formation wasn't the best for the team, but it was the best for Kai. Since then, we've moved into a 4-3-3. Kai's playing in the number 8 role, hasn't been as effective. Then he got COVID. So
I'm gutted for this number 10 situation at most clubs because it's happened not just at Chelsea, where when you go for the 4-2-3-1, it's affecting the team defensively, and so they're having to change and go to like more the 4-3-3 or 3-4-3, whatever the preference. And it's annoying because Kai Havertz, we're not seeing the best out of him. We're not seeing like Kevin De Bruyne for me is getting a bit more limited because he's not having that space or playing around in that sort of area a little bit more. We're not getting any, obviously, no Ozil. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many 10s where you're just like, maybe I hope to see Maddison be more consistent from what we've seen of him at the minute. But again, I'm hoping, I'm just really hoping that we get the best out of him. But that spot in the midfield, like Dele Alli, we can't find him for love nor money. It's just one of those where I'm just like, I'm gutted about that, man. It makes me sad. You know them ones. So I don't know, but also 28% possession according to the Premier League app. 28% possession for Everton. Chelsea had all the ball. You just couldn't break them down?
Yeah, we did nothing with it, bro. We did nothing with it. We had the ball. We just passed it side to side, tried to get a crossing. The crosses weren't coming off, tried to go through the middle. Nothing was going off. I think Everton almost benefited from the fact that they had James Rodriguez injured because when he was injured, they said, look, let's put in Sigurdsson, let's put in Iwobi, and let's just like be active. So they were a lot more athletic and they were a lot more defensive. So they weren't trying to create things going forward. They went 1-0 up and they sat and they chilled. And anything they tried to do. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no. Sigurdsson's penalty. You just reminded me, man. That penalty was cool. Let me tell you. We could talk about Ed Mendy's mishap, but that penalty was nice. I'm just saying.
The thing is, it was good, but the way Mendy tries to save penalties is so whack, bro. It's so whack.
He's so unorthodox. He's a maverick. He does what he wants. He's so unconventional. It's unbelievable.
Fam, we went out to Tottenham in the League Cup. Yeah, we had 5 penalties against us. They scored all 5. Mendy didn't go the right way for any one of them. And when he stands for a penalty, he doesn't put his arms out. His arms are like in. He stands with his arms in. He makes himself look as small as possible. And then look at how Sigurdsson took the penalty. Sigurdsson wasn't even trying. He just passed it in. Yeah.
It was a pass.
Yeah.
Oscar, or anybody in the chat as well as in the comment section as well. Do you think this dents or does it cast a bit of doubt in Chelsea's title race in your opinion?
Everyone had a crap week, so I don't think it's done anything. No one has like taken advantage. You could say probably Leicester, but all they did was catch up with Tottenham and Liverpool. So,
anyone else?
No, I agree with Robin. I think like we're very lucky that Liverpool and Tottenham both dropped points, so we lost 1 point on those teams as opposed to 3. But yeah, like we're looking at a season where it's Liverpool are not going to get. I don't think they're going to get 90 points this season, and Tottenham are, they're never going to get 90 points. So the league is a lot more open this year. Like people have a chance. People are going to have a chance to slip up. And Chelsea have slipped up, but who knows? Like Tottenham face Liverpool on Wednesday, so if they draw and then we win our next 2, all of a sudden we're right up there again. So I don't think it's had an impact just yet.
It's a very weird season because normally around December, if you look at the Premier League, how it should normally go around about December, you should know roughly what your team is aiming for or what's happening for you this year. But right now, unless you're in the bottom half, the top half is still wild. You don't know what's happening right there at the moment.
But I think I can actually attribute it. I think I can put that down to games played, because typically it will probably be at the end of December will be closer to 19 games, whereas at the moment we're only on 11 at the moment, because obviously we're starting later.
That's a good point. I mean, yeah, because I'm looking at the table now and I'm seeing, if you go down to as far as 13th, which is Wolves, 17 points, they are literally 8 points behind Spurs in first, which is just like 13th to first is 8 points. It's messy. It's mushy down there. You know what I mean? 11, Villa's played 10 games. Certain teams have played 11. Certain teams have played 12. So we haven't really got a formation of this table just yet. We don't really know what it is. We don't really know. I agree. Oscar, any comments before we move on?
Yeah. There's a few comments on this title race sort of thing. Lola said, "Nah, Chelsea are still in it." Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Also, SW6X London said Chelsea aren't in it simply because no one can perform like Liverpool with injuries. Despise them, but Liverpool are unreal. What do you think about that?
That's an interesting take because I don't know. I feel like now are we starting to see Liverpool, especially the away form, where we're a bit like, is playing a part? Is there something? There's something to consider? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's too soon. But something is not similar. It's not quite straightforward. Liverpool's just as strong.
No, but I think
it is.
Yeah, 100. Because I think credence to SW6's point, he's looking at it and he's saying that if you can have X amount of players injured, you're not playing particularly well, yet your strikers are scoring at a particularly regular rate, yet still you're level at the top of the table, and you still got all of these factors to come back in later in the season, then it can be worrying because it's like what more can happen to Liverpool for us to catch up with them, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a good argument actually. Yeah, Liverpool still being in, they're not behind anyone really in terms of points. So the fact that they've had these injuries, Matip obviously went out in the game. I mean, look, we might as well go into Liverpool, Oscar, whilst we're here.
Nah, wait, I got bare comments for Chelsea, so I still got to get through those.
Okay.
Lola O said, my African goalkeeper is at a small bump, but we move because Spanish goalkeepers have been moving mad for a minute. And I agree. Shout out to Lola.
The Spanish? Why the Spaniards? Or what?
Well, who's Spain's number 1?
De Gea?
Who's Spain's number 2?
Kepa.
There you go. They've been moving mad for a minute. Both of those goalkeepers, howlers.
Yeah, we might as well get Daniel Guaita from Palace, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Everybody had a stinker.
But even he moved mad yesterday.
He had
a stinker, but he redeemed himself. We'll get onto it. Boss Light Endo said, I've been listening to this pod for 2 years, and last week's one was arguably the best. The banter was jokes. Peter was rattled. It's true.
Look, man, I'm rattled when my team is pathetic and he's abject. You know what I'm saying? If I'm referring to the women's team, and I genuinely am supporting the women, you know what it is. Look at Robin. Robin's signing out. Robin doesn't want to know about football right now. He's not here for that.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
He's ready for the Royal Rumble in January. That's what matters. You know, the general was like that. You know what I mean? So listen, man, it's been a horrible 2020. Flipping out, man.
Yeah. Boss Like Endo also said, I done said Chelsea shouldn't have sold both Willian and Pedro. Their wings is the only place they lack depth because they have 3 injury-prone wingers. Hell no, Boss Like. Hell no.
Yeah. Couldn't disagree more.
I am so glad those 2 do not play for Chelsea anymore. I would rather play Kai on the wing than play Willian right now.
I'm not going to lie. The Willian and Pedro era needs to be done and
dissolved.
Do you know how happy I am that they don't play for our club anymore?
They were horrible.
That era is done. Oh my god.
Like, you know how dead that was, fam? Willian, fam.
Pedro would have 1 good game in 15.
Oscar, I swear you
I'm sick of him.
5 games.
I swear you not signed him when he was like 32. I swear he's like on a free transfer. Like, oh my days. Oh my days.
He only went to Chelsea because he had beef with Van Gaal.
Oh yeah, he was going to Man United, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh snap! Man United could have had Willian. What a time to be alive! What a time to be alive!
Last few on Chelsea. Boss Like Endo said Pulisic is back for tomorrow. Lola O also said Pulisic is made of glass, so you know he might be back tomorrow, but he might be injured another time. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Wait 1 sec. My thing's bugging out. Footy Agendas said Werner should take a vacation for that UCL game because Simeone is parking the bus and playing counter. What do you think? What do you think? Is it peak for Chelsea?
Super. You're out. Good night. You're going out against Atletico Madrid. What? Luis Suarez is now added into that mix, along with the Diego.
Now João Felix is now waking up.
He's arriving, isn't he? He's arriving.
Yeah.
Against Diego Simeone, bro. If you ever want to see a game plan against your club, flipping man.
Reynolds better off going to Atletico.
Yeah, Oscar, I'm sorry, man. I don't think you make it past the last 16.
Yeah, I think the one team we didn't want to face was a team like them, man. They're the worst team we could have possibly faced. And if they employ a tactic where they just frustrate us and allow us to not create anything with no space in behind, like he's saying, Werner's going to struggle. And yeah, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. I think we have to hope to nick an away goal and then bring it home to Stamford Bridge and hopefully open them up there.
Yeah. I just want to say as well, great result for Everton, man, getting a win, because I think it was a win that kind of they needed, because Everton had a great start, but then they kind of sort of were becoming quite normal Everton that we got used to. And I feel like this result now is really sort of giving them a bit more respect, if you will.
There's been quite a few injuries at Everton that have gone under the radar.
No, that's true.
Because I was having a look at my fantasy, because on my break, I was like, I'm not even going to look at fantasy. And I had bare people injured. And I was like, I have quite a few Everton people that are not about. So I was just like, oh, what's happened there?
Yeah. I mean, when I look at it, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've had 2 wins in 8 in the league, you know? So they'd really gone for a rubbish time. I mean, you know, okay, 2-2 with Liverpool, lost to Southampton, lost to Newcastle, which was ridiculous, lost to Man United. They just about beat Fulham. They hung on, lost to Leeds at home, drew with Burnley away. You know, they've been having a bit of a torrid time.
Yeah.
But I think that coincides with so obviously when Everton, after the Liverpool game, obviously Richarlison got injured. So because I think the first 11 is actually quite good, but when you take even one player out of it, it all falls apart. Obviously we've seen Rodriguez injured at times as well, so that's probably contributed to the poor form also.
Yeah, Oscar, can we move to Craven Cottage or?
Give me a second. Abdi065 said Peter looks like Bergwijn.
That's like a Bergwijn, bro. That's funny still.
Boss La Endo said Liverpool in the small games concern me against the top 6. I have no concerns. So the Fulhams of this world. they're going to stumble, is what he thinks.
Do you just think it's away form, or is it just small teams? What do you lot reckon?
I actually agree with him. I think the way they set up in the big games, I can't really see any of our teams beating them.
I feel like Fulham actually played pretty decent in this game. Like they went for that. Listen, it's Liverpool. We just got to play our game, and if we get beat, we get beat. It's Liverpool. But they generally tried hard to play this game, and when they got the goal ahead, it was like, okay, let's just try and hang on for dear life. Yes, the penalty is still in question, but I thought like Fulham's performance that game should not go unrated. They actually did quite well.
They've been playing good for a while as well.
Fair play. Yeah. On the Liverpool thing, though, it's quite interesting because they've played Wolves, they've played Leicester, Man City. You know, they've got through a few hard games, the Arsenals, Chelsea as well, and they've actually got good results. And this second place that they're in right now actually looks a bit better than I actually originally first thought. But Boslak might be proven right because the next couple of games, okay, Spurs is on Wednesday, which is a big one. But then they got Palace, West Brom, Newcastle, Southampton in a row in the league, and you sort of think, maybe they might just dispatch. I mean, you know, Adrian's licking his lips, but it could be a thing where maybe Liverpool might find a few skid marks here and there, and Boslak might be proven right. Who knows? Like, time will tell.
Lola O said also after Fulham finally got their signings, they've looked good. They have a good/decent 11. I think so too, man. And they play a decent brand of football. Whether that's going to help them remain in the league is to be seen, because I still feel like they're going to concede a lot of goals.
I still think they go down.
I'm not convinced with Fulham just yet. Although the win at Leicester was very impressive. Obviously, they worked their socks off against Liverpool. I don't know. I got to see more. I need more consistency to believe.
All right, Pete. There's a last round of comments I want to go through, and then we can move on.
Cool.
PL fan, shout out to you. He said Arteta is very big poop.
Nice.
Shout out to Vegeta. DZ, he said hi, Arsenal fan from Africa. Big up yourself. See, Peter, you're giving out the Africa slander, but you know you got to allow it. You got to allow it.
Let's call it what it is. Big up the Africans in and around town. You don't know.
You're not the only one, because PL fan said Africa is poop.
Oh snap!
Premier League is poop. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. I don't know what that's about. Boss Endo said both. Peter, I don't know what the both is in reference to.
Possibly like the small teams and
yeah, it could be the small teams versus the away form.
Cool. Yeah. And then lastly, Lola O said, my boy Lookman is balling out. To be fair, she called a big season for Lookman early on, and he's doing the business for Fulham.
Mate, he could become one of the real big influences in that team. He can really step up to the plate.
Whoa. The biggest influencer in that team is Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Come on, Peter.
Say his name correctly. Say his name properly. Hey, we changed his name on the top four.
Hey. Fulham are getting results. As long as they're getting results, he's Ruben. Yeah, as long as they're getting results, he's Ruben. Yeah. When they start losing again.
All right, cool. So if they lose, can I call him the other one?
Yeah, do what you want, mate. Do what you want.
Lovely. All right, let's move to the Fulham Liverpool game. I mean, we've been talking about it anyway.
We're here.
We're still here.
Right, big up Fulham would get earning that point. I think Liverpool are lucky to even score a goal, because without that penalty decision, I think Fulham collectible 3 points. Adrian, worried or it's too early?
I wouldn't go as far as to say that I'm worried, purely because of the landscape that we're in, still top of the table. However, the commentator did alert me to something quite startling. We've only won once away from home all season. Which,
really?
Which when he said it, I was like, nah, this can't be right. But when I think back to certain games, I look back at the Everton game. Fair enough, offside is offside, isn't it? But we showed enough to sort of win it late at the death there. I thought Brighton potentially should have. Like, Brighton played well, to be fair, but basically the point I'm trying to say is I think it's been marginal. However, maybe we could argue that last season were able to turn those fine margins into W's, whereas this season we're not. So that might be quite startling. Who knows? Time will tell. But I think we're doing all right. I don't think we're doing too bad. With regards to the game, though, I think Fulham was sick, man. It got to a point where, as the commentators would say, like the winds were in their sails, and we just couldn't get out. But Alisson made a few good saves in succession. And then obviously when Bobby Jacoviо Reed paps it, it's like bloody hell, 1-0. There's nothing much really we could do. But then I sort of thought to myself, we were lucky. We were fortunate, if I'm being honest. We're very, very fortunate. That's all I can say. We got the point on the board. Move on, man.
I didn't realise that the one away win you got this season was away at Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? If you've got a win at Chelsea, you think you're going to collect a few more away wins. I mean, you know, when I look at the table here, when I look at the fixtures, you know, the defeat to Villa obviously is probably the result of the season. But who else? Man City away 1-0, fair enough. But away to 1-0 with Brighton, 1-0 with Fulham. I'm surprised. I'm actually quite shocked. Only one away win this season.
All right. We got some more comments if we have nothing else to say. Lola O said regards to Fulham. Oi, Lookman has been doing more than that boohoo model. Well, the response to that is basically SW6. I think Lookman had to do more because Lookman has to come correct after his nonsense penalty that he gave a few weeks ago. So he's made amends for that. I think he's played really well in his last, in the games after that. Is it enough?
Have we forgiven yet?
I don't know, because that's a point, innit? He literally forfeited a point with that penalty. So come the end of the season, if they're in the relegation zone by 1 point, we know who to look at.
God, AD.
I hear that.
I was going to say, touching on Fulham, I think one player that I think's been immense for them recently is Anguissa. I think he came in when they were up last time around, big hype. I think he came in from Marseille, was it, or wherever, and he just didn't cut it. We all thought he was going to move on, but bro, he covered every blade of grass last night. He looks good, man. He looks really, really good. And you know what? Maybe he can get another move after Fulham in the league and be a perfectly fine Premier League player. Like he looks really, really good, man.
Adrian, he was definitely better than that Jean-Michel Seri, bro.
Holy smokes.
that what Barcelona wanted. Flipping heck, mate.
They paid 25 million quid for him. Holy smokes, bro.
They said Liverpool was after him, Barca was after him. Yo.
The whole world was after this kid.
I'm like, who is this guy? He must be a baller. And he's a big man, He's like 29 now. They're talking like he was like 21, bro. Like he just burst into the game.
Spent 100 million in that transfer window when they came up. It's like flipping
the championship. You're spending that much, and they didn't even stay up. They didn't even threaten. They didn't even look like they were staying up. I swear they were rock bottom.
They got their butts.
They're awful. They did funny things. They brought in like Ryan Babel, like Lazar Markovic, anything. It was literally like it was like a football manager team, bro.
What, Babel with the red hair? I said that's when you knew it was over.
I said DJ Babel.
It was over.
Yeah, you know, like when you're on Football Manager and you look at whose contract is expiring, and you just see random players, you just pick them up. Man. You're just like
free transfers, isn't it?
Hey, what, Babel? Yeah, I'm having him. Why? No, I don't know. He should get in the Premier League.
Man hasn't thought about where they're playing him at all. He just add him in, just throw him in.
Just throw him in.
In regards to Anguissa, Lola O said, I swear Anguissa has the most dribbles in the league. SW6 said, yeah, he's a decent player. He's better than Fulham, to be honest. So, yeah, ratings for him.
Yeah, man. Oh, God.
Just a quick note before we depart as well. Like Sadio Mane, he's in like winter mode. Sadio Mane, like when the clocks go back, when X Factor's on, he's not looking brilliant, man. So we need him to come back.
It's the chokehold of their lives, bro. I was like, bro, they weren't doing nothing, especially Sadio. I was shocked because
you know what's so annoying? Yeah,
was it the game before against Wolves? He was clapping them up. So I thought, he did nothing against Fulham.
Them clocks, boy.
You mentioned Salah and you mentioned Mane, but there's another one of the front three that's also getting addressed in the comments. Lola O said, "Shiny teeth Firmino doing niche as per. The shine is going. The shine is going."
Oh man, Oh man.
And Jota's now out for how many months now?
Oh, Jota.
What? How long?
2
is that?
months.
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
What? What? Do you have a? What happened?
No, because Klopp
Klopp
said
Talk to us.
that he needed more subs in it. So he said, I'm going to play Jota in a nonsense game in the Champions League.
No.
How many minutes, Ernest? How many minutes?
Did he play the full 90?
Fam,
He didn't play the
I
full
looked at
90.
the
He may as well have. He played like 87 minutes.
game of football.
What, in Richland?
Liverpool had qualified. Liverpool had qualified.
Bro, I swear they qualified top.
They qualified, bro.
Ooh.
And man played Jota. And then what's
Bro, I kid,
about get out of here.
Go on, AD. Go on, AD.
bro, I kid you not, right? Salah played. Red flag, red herring, right? But obviously Salah apparently played to break Liverpool's all-time record Champions League goal scoring feat. I said, okay, fair enough. Okay, you know what? I can kind of see that. He broke the record within the first minute. He played all the way till the 97th minute. And then when we're away at Brighton at 12 o'clock, you start complaining. Like we have to manage the situation ourselves. You know what I mean?
It's funny because he actually brings like valid points with the whole European thing, but then he does stupidness like this, and it doesn't help him.
Oh, Jurgen Kloppage, come on! What have you done? What have you done?
Whoa, but obviously still my guy. You know what I mean?
Still your guy.
Top done.
I don't think you have a choice, Adrian.
Yeah. Bro,
That's still my guy.
you know what's mad, yeah? Obviously, R.I.P. Gerard Houllier, as you mentioned, right? Have you seen what managers Liverpool have had since him? Have you seen up until today, yeah? The only one that holds any credence is Rafa Benitez. Yeah, without a shadow of doubt. Without a shadow of doubt. Without a shadow of doubt.
I don't think it was that bad, you know.
And the rest were garbage, blood. The rest of those managers, awful.
Now, apart from Roy, it was like obviously Kenny had that new manager bounce. Like we will disagree with this to the end of time. Brendan did a lot of good things at Liverpool. He just wasn't ready yet. It's as simple as that. I don't think it was that bad. We haven't had that many managers, to be fair.
Bro, I remember seeing when you man would play like in the UEFA, what was it, the UEFA Cup then, and like you couldn't even have Carling on Carlsberg on the shirt because them man ain't even supporting the alcohol.
Oh yeah,
bro. You see UEFA Cup, yeah, that's where you can see the Mavericks. I remember how I was introduced to Didier Drogba from Marseille, yeah. The way the ball gets played into him, yeah. He holds off Finnan and Jamie Carragher at the same time, plants it past Dudek. Right, different beast. And he was playing up front next to Steve Marley. Steve Marley was on loan for Marseille. I said, you know what?
Hey,
I said, fair play.
That UEFA Cup season, Drogba banged, and he earned himself the £24 million price tag from one UEFA Cup.
The drugs when he used to wear the blue boots. The drugs.
No. The vapors, innit? Mate. He was shining. He was shining, bro.
Man used to have the hair perm. He's permed his hair and that problem.
We had wet hair all the time, bro.
Do you know what? Marseille Drogba was better than Drogba the first 2 years at Chelsea.
Damn right. 100%. We know that. We know that. Yeah. We know that.
Do you? Yeah. All right. Lola O said COVID is smacking Mane. He hasn't looked the same. I can't lie, guys.
That's the point, you know.
COVID is slapping up a lot of man. Like all the men that have had COVID, how many have come back the same?
Hey, nah, you know what? Bro. Not one has come back the same. I swear. Oh snap!
Except Ronaldo, to be honest, but he's an android.
Ronaldo went to
Ronaldo and Zlatan are the only two.
He's not. But that's the thing. They're not men, though, are they?
Yeah, exactly.
They call themselves lions. And
Zlatan said COVID caught Zlatan. I said raw. I said, okay, the big boy.
No, on a real blood, it's an interesting point, man. I think COVID is laying a smackdown on a couple dons, bro, especially if you're human. Oscar, anything before we move on?
I think we're done. One more. SW6 said Liverpool missed big chances, even though they're not playing well. So I guess again.
What was it?
Eh?
Was it a pen?
For Liverpool?
Yeah. In 2020,
Unfortunately.
it's a pen, bro. It's a pen.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I don't get how Fulham didn't get their penalty for the tackle on Caballero, where my man gave a corner kick. It's like
I see it though. I see it.
I think that's a sick tackle. Obviously, I'm Liverpool tinted glasses. I think that was excellent. But obviously, what do you man think?
I feel like it was 50-50. It could have gone either way. Like if they gave a penalty, I would have understood. But when he didn't give the penalty, I also understood because like he does nick the ball a little bit.
Does he nick it?
I'm all for if you get the ball. I don't care how dangerous the tackle looks. If you get the ball, let play on. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling.
But then I feel like he had to go through the player to get the ball. Does that make sense?
Oscar said if the ball is at your knee and I put my foot through it and shatter your knee.
Come on. Do you know what it is? Yeah?
It's gonna sound weird, yeah. You're going.
Nah, I've been watching a lot of Premier League years. I'm seeing man like John Hartson fly into tackles. Yeah, there's no cards given. I'm like, this is how it should be played.
John Hartson,
bro. Let's say John Hartson. You know. I don't know how many games would survive with 10 to 11 each on the pitch, man.
Can you imagine Neil Razor Ruddock in this era? Nah, it couldn't run.
He should play like 8 times a season.
I like it. Let's play 8 times, you know. Oh, snap.
Wait, he's suspended for the rest of the season, mate.
Oh, Razor was a beast. Vinnie Jones, that man were beast, blood. I swear that they were beast for real.
Fashion Duncan Ferguson.
Duncan Ferguson.
Can I talk about something?
Big dumb. Yeah, go on.
Guys, why is it, just based on the whole Jurgen Klopp situation at Liverpool, why is it Chris Wilder has become the villain of the Premier League? Yeah. Footy Agenda says, shout out to my boy Chris Wilder. Hope he enjoys the 5 subs in the championship. Wait, we're not done. Lola also said Chris Wilder still on 1 point. It's beautiful. Last year, everyone loved Chris Wilder, you know. Everyone loved him.
I still do, bruv. I love that northern grit. You know what I mean? He's still no nonsense, bro. He just says it as it is.
Them man be free paid.
Bro, them man, you southern softies, bro. These men are just like you don't know what it is, bro.
You know what I mean?
But my cracks on and has a shandy after. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Have you been to Yorkshire, bro? It's not a laugh. I'll tell you that.
A flipping strong bowl.
Pork scratching, blood.
A Bovril.
Bovril.
There it was.
You know what Bovril is?
Bovril at Ewood Park.
Hey, bro. I've seen some things up north, blood. I tell you, them man there are no jokes, man. They are no joke, yeah. Chris Wilder, man, come on, get it together, man. Get it together. Get your team together. Let's keep it going.
Lolo said, "Wait, Kamara came on and just messed up the vibe."
You see that brother, yeah?
Guys, eh.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it 2 years ago when they were last in the Premier League? Yeah, he had Western. What was it again? Where I think he nicked a penalty off Mitrovic. Was it Mitrovic? Maybe it was Mitrovic. He took a penalty off and missed it, blood. Like, you know, like ballooned it, blood. It was a mess. I saw his shirt with number was 47. I looked at him. I said, I can't forget that. And his shiny head, blood. I could never forget that player. I see him there with giving away the penalty against Liverpool, and I'm sitting there thinking, you again? I thought I would never see you ever again in English football. You're here again in the Premier League in the big stage.
He's so whack.
Bro, do you remember when he got arrested at the training ground? They called police on him. Who was creating havoc. Yeah, bro. They went to Motspur Park. Motspur Park is what it's called. Oh, he's a lunatic, man.
Hey, fam, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? You gotta give us something. Give us something. You know what I'm saying? Give us some hope. Camera is a clown, blood. He's an absolute clown.
So
What's his first name? Is it Abubakar?
Abubakar.
Oh,
Bro,
flipping.
He was panting after like 72. After 4 sprints, he was panting. He's a nonsense guy, man.
That brother moves mad.
He always.
Oh God.
Lola said he just ran about and gave away a pen. He did nothing else. Terrible guy.
I don't get how he survived these squads. Like, how is he still getting registered for matches for Fulham? How? How is he still getting that,
must
fam?
be doing bits in training.
The training must be lethal, fam. It must be peak.
No,
Oh, man.
He annoyed me, bro. He annoyed me. I can't even lie. Lola O also said, tossing at Fulham is better than Garcia. Wow. Pep and Arteta racismo. they fast-tracked the Spanish youth over the Nigerian. Oh my gosh.
That's true, you know.
Has he gone to Barcelona?
Oh my God, it's pending. That transfer is pending.
Barcelona, please sign him.
Oh, because make your day.
Oh my God, no, he's
6'4". He's got average tech. He's slow. He's weak. I don't see. He's not particularly good one-on-one. Nothing.
What happened to La Masia? Because
what the flip has happened to La Masia?
These Spanishes are not the same.
Oh my days. Fam, I'm looking at Kamara's stats. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to check out this guy one time. Yeah, from time Fulham bought a player from Amiens. Yeah, you have to ask some questions. Serious questions have to be asked. Right? 45 appearances. He got 15 goals in the league. In Fulham, he's played 70 times and got 14 goals. 14 goals with 70 games played. The guy's not serious, bro. He's not a serious guy, bro.
One goal every 7 games.
But guys, I think we might be going through a moment of football heritage, because we lived through the era from like 2008 when the Spanish teams sort of dominated Europe, and then Spain became the best team in Europe, and Spain became the World Cup champions and all that. But you have to remember, in the 90s, Spain were dead. In the 80s, Spain were dead. Are we going back to football heritage where Spain is just not the country anymore?
I hear that still.
Interesting.
Because you know me and I love my Europe. Do you know that Spain are about to lose that #1 spot?
Well, they still have it.
Yeah, they still have it. They're about to lose it to England. England's about
How can
to
they
get
still have it anyway? That's ridiculous.
Oh, the coefficients you're talking about.
Yeah, the coefficient. Yeah, the England's about to
They should have lost it. Since they should have lost it, fam. Let's keep it a buck, bruv.
No, in fairness, Real Madrid have been cleaning up, innit? Like not too long ago.
They have. That is facts.
The
Lastly,
as well.
On that tackle situation we were talking about, the Arsenal Gooner said the follow through is not allowed anymore. You have to be in control of your body at all times, and I hear that, but the art of tackling is getting lost, man. Let's go.
It's gonna sound weird. I feel like Fabinho goes underneath the player's foot. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm waffling. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's what I thought. Lola O said these Spanish guys are whack.
Hey, do you know what? Yeah, there's not a good Spanish player I can even think of off the top of my head. Like I'm going through everyone's team. Oh,
the Spanish team.
Thiago and a bunch of bums.
Who's good? You got Thiago, Ansu Fati.
Right now, yeah, La Liga's free on Sky at the minute, blood. You know it's free on Sky at the minute, fam. Just trying to get the viewers, blood. They're just trying to get the viewers, fam. If you go to free sports,
La Liga's finished. Ever since Ronaldo left, and Messi's about to leave, it is finished.
Now, do you know when La Liga died? When they scrapped Revista de la Liga. From then, the league's been on a downhill. Bro, trust me. Bro, mark my words. Look at the dates.
Unbelievable. Hey, what? You see what? Guillaume Balaguer, yeah? What? Connor Armstrong, you know who was there? Graham Hunter.
I don't miss Guillaume Balaguer.
Scott Minto, blood. You know what I'm saying? Mate. I'm telling you.
Scott Minto.
Bro, Revista de la Liga, was my fix. When I tell you, bro, I invented that program weekly.
European football show were the two best.
European football show. Oh my God, in the veins. Back in the day, Eurosport, we used to have Euro goals in the vein. Oh my!
Euro goals.
Week.
Euro goals is where I found out who Didier Drogba was. That's how I found him through Euro goals.
Yeah, Euro goals was superb. What's the matter with these people?
Lola O said, Ansu Fati is Spanish, but not by blood, so he doesn't count. Same with Adama.
They are straight out of you know what I'm saying, next to the Mediterranean Sea. Them man, they ain't Spanish.
If we're being real, isn't that the same for Thiago as well?
To be fair, he's Brazilian, to be fair.
Trust.
Guys, SW6 is asking Revista ? I don't think he understands.
No, he does.
What is a throwback?
Yeah, he's saying
throwback.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think it's not the throwback, blood, because blood, that was the show, that was the show. 6 o'clock Monday, boy.
I got time for. I agree, Brennan. I ain't got time for Gillian Balogun, but I have time for the rest of the La Liga.
Yeah, but you know what? That's when bruv, man knows about Euro goals. Blood, you know what? Yeah, Guillaume Balogun was the source on Revista. It's after Revista.
He was also a liar.
No. It was after Revista that he became just generic.
Why do you guys not like him? Did he do something to Man United?
Yeah,
No, he's just a liar.
But Man United all the time. All the time.
Do you know what, bro? He's a good storyteller, bro. Because he
said Falcao was never going to Man United. Why should you do it? Clown.
Bro, I used to think I was in the Barcelona board listening to him talk. Like, he knew every club, yeah? And, like, you know, like, if you just said, talk about Pochettino, yeah? My guy would be there chatting, scrapping away about Pochettino, how he lived with Diego Maradona and all this thing. Yo, everything else, yeah, bro. But SW6 is a real one, you know. First of all, you're a real one, cuz. You're a real one.
Here, I'm done with the comments, so we can move on. And I don't want to hear you talk about DM Balogun anymore.
I've tried to avoid it. I've tried to avoid this game. David, bruv. Yeah? David. I'm wondering at you, Mike.
Like I said, you see my team? I'm done with them. But my team's not Arsenal. I'm never done with them. Let's go.
No matter how bad life gets, there's always Arsenal.
Always.
No matter how bad life gets.
Listen,
Family
guys,
tree.
hold on. Listen.
David, talk to me, bruv. 1-0 defeat to Burnley.
Burnley! I told you Burnley will come through. And they did.
Let's go. This is what we came for.
Let's go, baby.
We have not lost 4 games in a row at home since 1959. Yeah. This was Burnley's first win over Arsenal since 1974.
What?
Arsenal's 10 goals from 12 Premier League games is their lowest since 1981, bro. Fam, it's done, blood. Arsenal, as I keep telling you, man, Arsenal is not a professional football club. We're not professional, bro. I don't know what the hell is going on behind the scenes, bro. It is a joke, bro.
Oh, my God.
What can you say?
Lowe's Fred has snapped.
Lola, remember I said thin thread. The thread has snapped.
She's arrived. They've arrived.
Burnley didn't even do anything. He scored for them.
We need to stop that. It's done. Aubameyang needs to be sold in the summer. It is done, bruv. We need to start again, bruv. Young one, bruv.
You know what? Yeah? There's records that even Lola's talking about. Bruv, there are records that are being broken that I didn't know exist. I didn't know there was such records to be slapped. Do you know what I'm saying? What am I finding out the 50s? What am I finding out about the 50s, blood? I don't give a damn what we were doing in the 50s, bruv. You know what it was? Even the 80s, bruv.
Well, is that pre-Herbert Chapman?
Man, like Herbert Chapman, you know. Oh, man. Flip me, blood. Yeah. Oh, David. David.
I don't want to see Xhaka in the Arsenal shirt again, bro.
I need it, man.
You see, Granit Xhaka.
Yeah, Ernest, yeah. I got home from work here. I finished early, but I was like, cool, calm shift. Man, heard some Christmas carols at Westfield. Like, cool, no one disturbing me. Man, distancing, all that, bro. Calm. Finish work. Go to quick Tesco's. Grab my orange juice and a croissant. I grab the croissant.
You got a bill deal, you know. He said an orange juice and a croissant. Fam, that is a concoction. That right there, fam. That is a deep, bro. Oh,
my must eat like he was in Paris. Like it is in a hotel room in Paris, bro.
Yeah.
What's a little breakfast
That is a
in the evening?
That is...
A chocolate pan as well.
When I say a continental breakfast and it's a croissant and some orange juice, blood, I've lost the plot, blood. I lose the plot when I see that, man. What is continental? Oh, David, man. Oh,
I've got two, bro. 2 for 85p. No. Problem. I get home, yeah, come. Stream on the laptop. I've got AFTV watch along on my phone, yeah. So I'm watching the game.
100%.
We're not making chances still. Shocking first half. Cool. Halftime comes in, blah, blah, blah. Second half, we come out on fire, bro. Back. Just langing, man. We're about then, yeah, and then Shaka happened, yeah.
Oh, man.
Man commits the foul. Guys, no, listen to this. Man commits the foul, yeah. Instead of just say, oh, man commits the foul, yellow card, move on, yeah. Bro, you see, yeah, I didn't even see him grab the thing, yeah, but the way DT went mad, bro. Oh my days, I could, bro, I was just in blood.
Man asked permission, can I dash something?
I'll pay for it.
After that try to shoot Xhaka, he refused to move. Someone else come in, he refused to go. Then he falls over and goes and grabs thing. DT screaming, please don't tell me you've made a stupid mistake. Please. We see VAR, I lost it, bro. I was going he grabbed, bro. I lost it, bro. I screamed the house down, bro. I was fuming, bro. Fuming, cuz. We're dominating the game and this idiot gets himself sent off.
Oh, man.
Now, what do you like, bro? Then Aubameyang goes with Bellerin's a tool. He's a clown. Go plant trees somewhere. He's dumb, bro. I've had enough.
Shouldn't El Neni been sent off too?
Hold on, bro. You're right.
Right.
Aubameyang goes from net, bro. We've been waiting for you. You're just like, Jesus. 1-0, we go 1-0 down. Then El Nene, yeah? He's another clown. He's a moron. He's a business, right? I think the referee had mercy on us. He said, you know what?
Yeah.
He's one. But they had mercy on us.
That's exactly what it was. It was mercy. It was a mercy yellow.
That was a straight red. You know, looking at the ball, I'm just like,
the ball's behind him. He's got his back to the ball.
But the ball hasn't even come in yet. Punches him in the face, blood. What's he doing?
And then goes down holding his face.
Why is Lacazette playing number 10? Is this what Guardiola? I'm going to keep asking. This is what Guardiola taught you, bro.
That is fantastic. That right there, David. Why is Lacazette playing number 10? Why? Why?
I have a question.
Let's go.
Yeah. You see this statement, trust the process. Can somebody show me what the process is?
There's none, bro.
because it's not just at Arsenal. It is at many clubs that many people say trust the process. What is the process?
Can I ask you a question to that one? There's another term that I hate as well. You know when they say my club way, the Arsenal way, the West Ham way, the Man United way. This stuff pisses me off. What do they mean when they say that? What are they talking about? The process, bro? Not a clue.
Non-existent, bro.
Not a clue. I tell you what, David. Yeah.
I'm begging you, let me get to some of these comments because there are so many. So many. Lola said, I tried to be optimistic. I tried to give him a break. He keep picking the same team and claims we're not doing well. Oh my gosh. SW6 said, at this point, it's Arsenal Football Company.
On a real. Bro, if you saw my expression when the team news came out, fam, and I'm seeing Laka, I'm seeing Bellerin, I'm seeing Xhaka and El Neni at home against Burnley. At home against Burnley, fam. Give me an attack, Willian.
Lola said he fought to bring in Willian. He fought to keep that Swiss on. He fought to keep holding. Racismo is the only reason Bellerin is playing. Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you, man, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, there is a reason. There's a reason at Leicester at home, the yellow card was branded. There was a reason for this, right? And I did not want to see any more of it. But guess what? Since October, what date was that date? Was it like October the 25th? Since that day, I've seen the same thing for 2 months straight.
Man like paella Pulis, you know?
It's a paella Pulis.
No,
Hey,
guys,
he has been active.
and I think it's time, bro. We need a serious clear out.
They need to make a decision tonight. They need to make a decision tonight. Because if you give him more time,
facts.
and we walk into January, to a transfer window, which Lord have mercy, because I'm hearing Szoboszlai is going where? He's going to Leipzig. What is going on? The release clause is, you know, Szoboszlai, the guy that we were linked with at Salzburg. He's been doing.
He's off to Leipzig.
Man's going to Leipzig now, bro. Yeah, because of that Red Bull Connect. Yeah, 24 million release clause or something like that. Something silly like that, bro. I'm thinking, come on, ladies and gentlemen.
No. We need to carry on these comments.
Listen, the players. I'm not even blaming the players anymore. I blame the manager because he's picking them and he keeps picking them. There are so many players in that team that should not be anywhere near an Arsenal shirt. Why is Reece Nelson not in the squad? Someone tell me. Someone else answer me that question. Maitland-Niles on the bench. You know what I'm saying? You look at the team that plays Thursday, week in, week out on Thursdays, they go and get 3, 4, 5 goals, different games, blood. Yeah, going to next countries, playing different kind of continental football, slapping up. Man, them in Haaland, blood, slapping up. Rapid Vienna, slapping up.
I mean, it's Dundalk, bro. It's Dundalk.
Bro, at the end of the day, it's Haaland youth, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Haaland,
I'm fully Haaland FC plus KT and Saliba. The rest can fight or duck out.
What is Saliba?
Yeah, because bearing in mind,
what does Saliba have to do to get a game? You not see Arsenal put up what's it? Lacazette and Saliba are playing a game, yeah. And one of the questions, French players in the Premier League, yeah. Lacazette says Saliba. Saliba said, "Fam, I've not played a game, fam." The answer was wrong. Can you imagine Saliba in the Arsenal team and he's not played a Premier League game?
No, listen, we got Saliba talking about how man's in the gulag. This is what it showed me. Wasting a hot prospect for Balding and Mustafi.
Oh man. You know what I'm saying? Mustafi, bro. And someone offered him a new contract. Oh, what am I doing?
She's not rating the Swiss Don. The
thing is, listen, bro. My veins were coming out of my neck in August with the transfer window because I said this was a shower of crap of a transfer window. The fact that we even kept David Luiz, that we carried on with Ceballos. So, by the way, Ceballos, yeah, you think to yourself, hang on a minute, just play the guy further forward. Just play him. Don't let him be anywhere near the middle of the park. Leave him by outside the 18-yard box because surely he can do something going forward, not on a Beyblade thing in the middle of the park. We can't have that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's such a mess, rude boy.
We're playing. This is Everton football, bro. We got Steve Rand as assistant manager, bro. This is Everton. Even Everton are not. Everybody know, bro. This is crap, bro. The players know these coaches are dead, bro. They're not listening, bro.
Yeah, and you know what? Do you know what, man? You know what's interesting? You know, like Pepe getting that red card, right, a couple of weeks ago, and then Xhaka. It told me, because it's easy to say, it's Xhaka, he's that kind of player. He'll do something silly, he'll get himself sent off, which is true, I agree. But at the same time, what I kind of noticed in this game was this red card that happened, and even El Neni about to do the same thing, showed me something more than what's actually happening. In my opinion, I think the players are just pissed off. They're unhappy. They don't want to be there, and they're just pissed off. And so when Pepe reacted, it was one of those things out of frustration. When Xhaka reacted, it was another one of those. Because even in the game, Xhaka, again, like the Wolves game, Xhaka has the ball in midfield, and he's asking, where are you lot? Like I said in the Wolves game, I said everyone was hiding. And I blame the players for hiding. They hid again against Burnley. They hid again. And when he has the ball, he can't pass the ball forward. He was sending a few down the wing. I remember he was sending a few pings. And even the crowd were clapping. They were like, yes, man, he's getting the ball forward. He's trying everything he can. But David, one thing I've noticed, fam, the players are fed up. They don't want to be here. They're getting pissed off, and everything is ticking them off one by one. Even El Nenny's thing was clearly a thing taught on the training pitch, wouldn't you say? Where this is how I want you to defend when it comes to a corner. You look at a guy, don't even have your back to the ball. Yeah, the ball's not even in play, but let's just make sure you just make a nuisance out of this player. And Westwood again, who got Xhaka sent off and should have got El Nenny sent off as well. These are players who are finished.
I want to talk about two things. The first one about this rumor about some player that's leaking stuff to the press, which is mad. Second thing, I want to talk about Patrice Evra and what he said post game.
I love it.
I have
no problem.
You know what? Yeah, I like
what he said
on this occasion. Yeah, I like the fact that he just backed himself. He was like, because remember the David Moyes' daughter and Zaha comment, and he was like, that got shut down quick. Yeah, on this one he said, "I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar." He will tell you. He's the only ones, bro.
I love it, bro. No problem with it, bro. That's Thierry Henry, bro. He knows when he sees nonsense.
But you
don't expose
any secrets, If man's on a marriage seminar, he might tell you something you told him in private about your business,
bro.
He was speaking like he's in the group chat, not like he's like.
You make me think any less of Thierry. That he thinks Xhaka's crap, bro. Shower of crap. No.
To be real. It spoke more volumes for me about Thierry than anything else, because it made me think wrong. Because remember Thierry on Sky, he was very conservative. He didn't want to diss Arsenal too much. And then there was a moment when he popped when he said, "Listen, if the badge is too heavy, we should get out of this football club." That's when he lost it. That was when he lost it. And it's the way he talks as well. It's that thing of like, fam, if you're not gonna be here for the badge for this club, I need you to dip. Look at his managerial behavior now. Have you seen all these highlights at the minute?
At Montreal Impact.
At Montreal Impact and bringing Monaco, when he sat down that 17-year-old in that press conference, fam, he went ham on the kid, man. He was bad.
Because like things to him came so easily. So it's like if you can't make a 2-yard pass, it's like, come on, bro. Like, because his standards are so high. So it must be a nightmare playing for him, man.
He asked the question of the player, like, can you pass? Yes? Then why don't you do?
He's too much. SW6 X London said Evra is a menace. Lola O also said Evra is peak chatty patty. But in this case, I'll let it slide. Now, Peter, you've given a bit of you've spoken about Xhaka a little bit, but you haven't actually spoken about the incident in question. Lola O said this Swiss guy can burn in hell. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Burn in hell, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. One layer at a time.
Ex London says Xhaka is actually crazy.
Kind regards.
Gone. Now, Peter, I want to know what was going through your head the moment you saw Xhaka grab, was it Westwood's neck?
But like I said, I just gave a spiel on the red cards. I think there's a bigger issue at hand. Did Xhaka cost us the game? Of course, we're going down to 10 minutes. It's always going to be costly. But let's not be deluded here. Yeah, we were never winning that game. Give us another 90 minutes of that football match. That game was ending 0-0.
Listen, another 90.
Yes, but how many times have I said this? We went to Old Trafford, yeah. Unless the penalty, it was 0-0. It was always going to be 0-0, guys. Yeah, the manager of the football club played El Nenny and Xhaka at the Emirates, cuz. And to Burnley. Flipping out, guys. They're out of the relegation zone now because of us. They had one win this season, Burnley. They had one win. The second win, of course. Come down here. Come down to the Emirates. And it was one of those, Sean Dyche's post-match said, we said for the first 10 minutes, we'll make it a bit difficult for them, make it uncomfortable. The minute he can get in and do that, we was never winning that game. Arteta is at fault for the defeat. He's at fault for the defeats this season. He's at fault for the fact we have no creativity in that team, and we are 15th in the league, and I'm so fed up of it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just fed up of it now. And the fans booed the team off at full time. You know what I'm saying? You're already getting booed 12 games in. I don't know how long he's got. I don't know.
I was going to say, going back to the players' point. Going back to some people saying that he's now shunned out David Luiz as a potential person that's leaking stuff to the press that the players are not getting with him, and that he's going to find out and destroy that player for leaking stuff to the press. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? Why has it been that case all season, blood? It's one story after another. It's one thing after another. One thing after another. Blood, end the mess. End it. Just, by the way, Allegri will never join this football club because when he sees what's at hand and when he sees what he needs in order to make it better, and he's not going to get that thing.
There is no structure at this club, bro. I don't care who. Pochettino, stay away. If you're a manager of any pedigree, whatever source you have, bro,
substance,
stay away from Arsenal Football Club, bro.
Speaking of structure, Marley Mo asked if we were to sack Arteta, who even does the firing? Is it Edu? Is it Vinay? He's confused about the structure too.
Listen, the truth is, sack him and then sack yourself. Call yourself a tax and get out, bro.
That's a new cut.
Sack yourself.
The Crows have got to come in. They got to step in, bruv. They got to step in and say, look, we need to arrest this mess. We need to get rid of this mess because and what that could include. Because of course we know it's not just Arteta. Arteta's not the only one at fault here. We can't be deluded to think that, right? So should he wipe up the whole thing? Should Kroenke come and just clean Edu out? Should he clean Vinay out? Should he clean Arteta out? Listen, man. I'm not shedding tears if it happens. You know them ones there. Like I'm more than happy for that to happen. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But you know one man I think could arrest the situation in terms of the players he's got at his disposal and could probably get something, could overachieve with this team. Rafa Benitez, man. Let's not waste any time, bro. Like to get him to the end of the season, get Rafa in. I don't know what he's doing in China. Get him in here till the end of the season, and then you can revamp in the summer. But
there's so many options as well.
We need to arrest.
You could get Big Sam in.
I'm not going to say that.
Alan Kirbishley.
Alan Kirbishley?
I wasn't even going to say that. I was going to ask him.
Has he worked in the past 10 years?
I was going to ask him, are you still not rating Brendan Rodgers over Arteta?
No, guys, listen. It don't matter who, bruv. This club is a mess, bruv. Leave it alone. I don't want nobody, bruv.
It's right. Look, no matter what you said about Wenger, it never was this bad. Ever. And you know, when you get rid of Wenger, you then bring in Unai, who's less than Wenger. Then you get rid of Unai, and then you bring in someone less than Unai. What are we doing? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
SW6 says, David, do you bin Arteta and start again? It's hard because he hasn't had a full season yet. You don't want to be in the same spot. Upstairs is the problem.
Right. Listen, Arteta has come in and caused. All right, he's won us the FA Cup, but he has caused wahala, bruv, at this club, bruv.
In fact.
Won the FA Cup, but at what cost? First it was Özil, then Guendouzi, now David Luiz, Socrates, and these are experienced men, bruv. These are they're in their 30s, bruv. So they have influence in the dressing room. These are not like youngsters. These are old men. These are big men, bruv. And you're just, get out of it. Nah, bruv. You can't do that, bruv.
Yeah. And then, Lola says they should have never made him manager. Coach was fine because he wasn't in charge of anything. Now he's doing more. He's moving mad.
But look what it goes to show, though. Why do you think he was made manager, in your opinion? Why do you think he was made manager? Because nobody else can run
it. Money.
Bruv, no one else could run it. Think about it. Who's the football guy? Who's the football guy running? When Don Raul's gone, right? They've got rid of him. So who is going to run that football club? Screw it. We might as well go back to the Arsene Wenger regime in terms of having, having to run the whole thing again.
As I said last week, they've done the same thing that they did to Wenger, bro. They've left him high. dry, hang dry, whatever the phrase is.
Yeah.
Them they keep silent. They see the checkbook is thing, the finances ain't going. Great, time to go. And we'll do the same thing all over again.
All right, guys, I got to ask you a question because 3 different people have commented about the same thing. SW6X London said the reaction for Pepe when he got sent off versus the reaction for Xhaka. Lola O said the energy for Luiz and Xhaka's red were different to Pepe's. Racismo, again with that word. And then Marley Mo says Arteta didn't give the same energy to Xhaka's red card compared to Pepe. Now, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that's true?
He's picked his favourites. Lola can go racism. He's picked his favourites, and that's why they're in the team. Don't worry. When his 3 matches over, he'll be back in the team, unless he's got fired. Straight and simple.
He'll be back in the team. But okay, in the interview that I watched, they asked Arteta specifically about Pepe's incident in comparison to Xhaka, and Arteta said Xhaka's is worse. He says it's worse because of the run of games we've been on and the fact that we've lost the game. But he didn't like shout and make a big. He didn't throw his toys out the pram like he did with Pepe. With Pepe, it felt very unprofessional. He threw him under the bus and hung him out to dry. I thought maybe he learned from that and said, "I'm not going to do the same with Xhaka because it was poor management to do it to Pepe in the first place." What do you lot think?
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's a bit.
Go on, Adrian.
No, I was just gonna say it's a bit of what came first, the chicken or the egg. Ultimately, we'll never know. But personally, I think even if it happened the other way around, I reckon he would have backed Xhaka and he would have berated Pepe because Xhaka's his guy, innit? As crap as he's been, he offers nothing in the middle of the park. Week in, week out, he still plays him. He's got no legs. The only time he can pass is if he's got 7 seconds on the ball. Worthless. Yeah, that's his guy, man. So personally, I think he's back to his boy.
Man said he has a whole vine on the ball just to make one pass.
Bro, like he takes about 3 touches to get the ball under control. It's ridiculous, man.
You know what? For me, Oscar, I think you were right about the Arteta probably learning from his mistake with Pepe, because I think he I was very critical of the way Arteta handled the Pepe situation, and I think some people actually backed what Arteta did because it's like, we get to see a manager really say how he feels, and I understand that part, but I feel like you could ruin this player's career at the minute. But luckily, he's playing him in the Europa League, and he's actually playing well. The Xhaka situation, I don't think Arteta even had a minute to breathe before being asked. You said when Pepe got sent off, it was unacceptable, or I can't remember what he said, something like unacceptable, yeah, or not, whatever. And what did you say to Xhaka? He said same. So in my opinion, he's given the same reaction. And even though he said it was even worse, because I think he's saying worse at the fact that we've not been winning games for a while and you're getting sent off. We've had the Pepe one before. You know what I'm saying? I think, to me personally, I don't think he actually treated it any less than the Pepe one. I feel like he actually just, it was with less vim. I agree, but at the end of the day, it's just,
Yeah, Lola said that Arteta had to be asked about it this time, as opposed to.
It was the first question. The ones. What should Arteta do? Come to if Jeffrey says Arteta, Mikel, another defeat today, a red card. You know what I'm saying? If he's asking that question straight off the bat, should Arteta just be like, "Don't ask no questions. Let me just give my rant," yeah, like a Mourinho thing? He didn't. He's not on that vibe. He was asked the question and he didn't dodge it. He called it the same, and then he said, in some cases, you could say it's worse. I agree, though. The Pepe one. I remember there was a question about the team's performance, and it was like, we done well until Pepe let us down. But I think he's had to learn that, because what he's doing, though, bruv, he's turning up to the training ground, if you will, and he's just throwing canes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? What he's done with Gendouzi, what he's done with Ozil, what he's done, like you said, David, with Socrates, there's Saliba. But when you look at this, the mess, rude boy, you think to yourself, come on, but this is all you're doing. And the thing is, the thing that baffles me the most about this Arteta year, the whole thing at the moment, is what happened. You came in the game, fam, and it was great. It was going well. You did well. This time last year, when you came in, Oscar, don't do that. We were doing very, very well, and he steadied the ship. We were harder to beat, harder to concede goals and chances against. But what the heck has gone on? Because it feels like Emery last season right now.
I think he got to his head, bruv. I think he got gas that they made him manager, bruv.
He got gas. He's a novice.
He got gas to him. The players have gone, you know what, bang this guy. Of course, man management has been shocking, blood. It don't matter. His man has been crap.
Hold on, lads. Footy Agenda is getting on to me because he said he had bare funny comments about Arsenal, but I skipped over them. I skipped them because we weren't talking about that part of the conversation just yet. But he did say, Obama who? Obama what? Obama has the same number of goals as Benteke, featuring in 4 more games. # signed a ting.
Hey, yo, Obama, 1,000 minutes without scoring a goal in open play. And here comes the drop. Of course,
it was a great goal, by the way. Great goal.
Yeah, it was beautiful finish. Do you know what? A glancing header like that.
It's like he's been doing it all season.
No, you don't need to allow me, man.
Footy Agenda says, you got to give it to Willian. Man squeezed every bit of talent he had left into his first Arsenal game just to hype up Arsenal fans. 799 minutes played, 1 shot on target. What a player.
Where's the receipt, Chelsea? Give us our receipt, man. I need this man.
Yeah. Let me say something, yeah? Instead of having Xhaka, we should have had Kante, yeah? Instead of having Pepe, that should have been Zaha, bro. Like, transfer, we've made bare mistakes.
Oh, keep going. You've stopped too early. Keep going. There's more. There's more. Instead of Lacazette, right? We should have had Jamie Vardy, who, by the way, I can't believe it, at 33 years of age, still having a frigging party.
Still on.
What's his name? Soyuncu. Should have had him. Right? We bought Socrates instead.
I feel like if he went Arsenal, he would have been whack. Like he would have gone into the training system and he would have come out dead.
Try this one.
He would have been indoctrinated. Vardy at Arsenal would have been banging for them.
Yeah.
Try this one.
It's essentially a Aubameyang, isn't it?
Ancelotti.
No. I think.
Man said what? They play Vardy on the wing.
No, as in like earlier Aubameyang, like he would have clapped goals, isn't it? Like he would have been.
We had Unai Emery when Ancelotti was there. We got Arteta when Ancelotti was there. Allegri's there. Poch is there. You could go to Hasenhutl's door and say, "Look,
when Everton didn't want Arteta, you got our question, bro.
Come on,
this is true."
You drove away from London to his house to get this guy, bro.
After the defeat at Man City, by the way, at home to Man City. The same night. The same night they drove to. They followed him back.
He was in the stadium.
So he must be good.
He was in the stadium. He took the M1 and the M6.
Holy
Across all the traffic. Even probably paid the M6 toll. Just
bro.
Arsenal out here, bro.
When I said, bro, I told you I was worried when it was 3-0 against Aston Villa and the man said there is nothing to change. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, fam. There is no chance I can get away. I can walk away from the Villa defeat and think everything's gonna be all right. Guess what our next 3 home games are?
You got Brighton, I believe.
Ass. Yeah.
Last month, Arsenal's goal of the month was a penalty. This month is going to be an own goal.
Fam, yeah? We've got Southampton next. Oh, they're going to take us to the cleaner, yeah? And wash man dry. Then Man City in the cup, in the Carabao Cup at the Emirates. We've then got, I think before that, we've got Everton away, who gave Chelsea a beating. Then Chelsea on Boxing Day. Holy smokes, mate. This Christmas is, it is going to be a sad one. It's going to be a sad one.
Does Mikel make it?
So you're telling me there's an actual possibility that Arsenal could be in the relegation zone?
They will be, is what I'm saying to you. They will be.
Quick question for I got a question for everybody in the room, in the chat, whatever it is. Does anybody here speak Yoruba?
No.
Nah.
No. Okay. Lola O said, "Blood fire koni dafun jaka." Apparently that means it won't be well for Xhaka. Yeah?
Do you know what, Lola?
This is crazy.
No, this is the crazy part about football fans, what made you think he's lost? What makes you think he's lost?
Huh?
What makes you think he's lost? David said it earlier. David, there you are. You said it earlier. After the 3-game suspension, back in. Back again, bruv. Yeah? Back again. He'll be in the team. He'll be playing. So he'll make the Chelsea game on Boxing Day because I think it includes the Carabao Cup, the suspension.
Yeah, that's good news.
So he'll be right in for Kai Havertz, Ziyech, Pulisic, Werner. He'll be prime, ready for that Boxing Day, fresh out the pen. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, listen, welcome. Get the seatbelt on. You know what I'm saying? Because this is it.
But I think the thing with Lola, she's disliked Xhaka for the way he plays, not even for the stupid things that he does. So she's wanted him out.
Did she tweet saying that she's won?
She said she's won, but at what cost? Because
she didn't win. This is the point I'm trying to make. You didn't win. It didn't. Won what? Won what? You ain't won nothing.
Xhaka's not in the team for 3 games. That's the win. The Arsenal Gooner said, I expect Xhaka to get sent off for stopping counter-attacks, but not the way he got sent off yesterday. Very unprofessional with all the experience he's got. I mean, you know, he's had how many international caps has he got? Think about it. How many times he's played for Arsenal?
Yeah.
How many international caps has he got? How many house keys has he got? He's a very experienced guy.
Listen, yeah, all this experience is he's dumb, bro. Like, Ernest, he's not Paul Scholes. Scholes can pass. He was a beautiful midfielder, but he couldn't tackle. So every now and then, he'll get himself sent off. You know what? That's the goal isn't it? You give him a black. Vieira, no nonsense guy.
The thing is, like you're using Scholes. Is he Owen Hargreaves? Like, let's go on the
man, bringing up experience. He's crap, bro. He's been crap from day dot, bro. That should be Kante right there, sweeping cleaning up our mess, bro. But no,
fam, is he Ander Herrera?
No, blood.
Yeah, so let's not do this, bro.
Everyone trying to make it. He's crap, bro. I want to hear nothing. I don't want to see him again, bro.
Oh, man. Guys, Sam said Christmas is cancelled. Arsenal are the original pandemic.
I've had enough, bro. I've had enough of Arsenal ruining my Sundays, bro. I've had enough, bro. Every Sunday, bro.
Bad. Listen, bro, you know, like in the pandemic, yeah, we've gone 9 months without football where fans cannot enter a stadium. 2,000 Arsenal fans were able to enter the stadium out of 40,000. They left early. They booed them off. They left early. They couldn't.
You know, man, them use their mask that they've been sneezing on to cover their eyes. That's when you know.
Cover their face. You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't believe what he was seeing, bro.
Couldn't believe it.
So bad.
The midfield of Brownhill. You know what I'm saying? You got the defense of Westwood and what the flip is going on here? Bloody bloke.
A clean sheet, bro. Oh, flip, bro.
Come on. I imagine Lola O said, is Xhaka even a fleck?
What does she mean by Fleck?
As in John Fleck.
John Fleck.
No.
Oh no! I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what.
With the form that they're on, that's hilarious for to pull that one out.
Is he Burge? Is he
guys? Sam wants this podcast to go on for a long time. He said, Eddie, how to replace Arteta? Thoughts?
No.
That is a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Leave Eddie.
I thought he was the chosen one.
Eddie, how?
I saw him interview on Sky Sports the other day, actually.
Nah.
Yeah. Listen, Rafa is the man for now till the end of the season. That is the only one that can arrest this.
Can you afford him?
Huh?
Can you afford him?
That's a great question, my friend.
If they can afford Willian, they can afford anyone.
Oh. Look,
but then again, maybe they can't because they spent all of the money on Willian.
Can I get through the last of these comments? Because we spent a long time on Arsenal.
We're done with Arsenal. Can we not talk about Arsenal again for the rest of the season, please? I'm begging you.
Unfortunately, they have to play on Wednesday, so we'll talk about them again. If I have to talk about
Can we predict? Look, let's pretend it's Thursday night. We've just done the Arsenal Southampton game. Danny Ings, Che Adams, James Ward-Prowse. My God, what a pair of them lot are. Oh my days, Via Walcott on the counter attack. Holy smokes!
Is this that they actually have to captain a Southampton player?
He's not rating you at all.
If you're smart, listen. If you're smart,
definitely have Ings in there. Ings has to be in there.
Hey, mate, don't sleep on Che. Don't sleep on Che Adams, bro.
Well, fam. Che's coming, fam.
Lola O said the only bright spot is both Xhaka and Bellerin will be out. Let me see if Cedric plays over Ainsley now. Then we'll know. We'll know the racismo is real if that happens. Lola O also said ruined Swiston's career. Send him back to Germany. I've been done with him. SW6 X London says the only bright thing is Saka is going to be a star. What a player. Saka, the Haaland baby. A lot of love for Bukayo Saka, even in this horrible time of Arsenal. Marley Mo said, I don't think any top coach would touch Arsenal right now. It's sad. The fact that top coaches would be more likely to go to an Everton than an Arsenal is just scary times. Abdi said, as much as I hate Arsenal, I can't see this lasting long, to be honest. Arteta will go. They will get a new manager and a resurgence. Does anyone see that happening?
When you put in the relegation zone, will he go? He's not going anywhere, guys. He's going nowhere.
Can I be honest?
Like, if the players are playing against him, as the rumors say out to be, you'll probably get like 1 or 2 games of them trying to be better. But then I honestly don't know. The fact that when December and Arsenal are 15th, 5 points off relegation, is a very scary thing.
He says Arsenal will beat Chelsea. I don't know why. I can just see it.
Hey, Abdi, you're smoking, bro.
Do you know what it is, though? Do you know what it is? December is always, in any season, December is always that period, where crazy results happen. Teams win games that you wouldn't expect them to win.
Oh, God, Barry, man. We're not winning nothing, cuz.
I don't know.
A win would be annoying if it wasn't the fact that it was down to, you know what, we've changed something. We're trying to do something new. Do you know the ones? If we're still playing the way we're playing, still setting up with the same team, and somehow Arsenal beat Chelsea, it would just be like,
oh, well done.
You know what I mean? It's like the Man United win. The Man United win was hilarious because it's against Man United, Banter FC, it's for the weekend. But my God, that victory feels a million miles away right now. And the real issue at hand is what we're living with day to day.
Lola O said, you know how I know he's not it at the moment? Man's hair is still jet black. Where are the grey hairs?
Swear down, it's the Lego brick.
All right. I think that's it. B Arsenal Guna said, I expect Xhaka to get sent off stomping. Oh, I already said that one. My bad. David, SW6 thinks you're hilarious. And Marley Mo said Diego Simeone on 40 million a year is nuts.
Wow, he's on 40 M a year.
Yeah,
he's been at Atletico for 9 years now.
But 40 blood, like.
Yeah,
people like Jose Mourinho was like on what, 10 or 50, or is it like 18?
He was like 15.
There's like 18 million, and that was incredibly high. Holy smokes,
that's nuts.
Madness. Right. Shall I whiz through some fixtures really, just real quick?
Let's move on, please.
Question about Leeds United, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not too sure about them anymore, but they lost 2-1 at home to West Ham. West Ham with some impressive wins this season. Big up David Moyes. And then obviously you got Newcastle beating West Brom 2-1 as you would expect. Villa, did anyone see the Wolves Villa game? Oh my God, Rob. Talk about Rob of the season. They robbed that one.
Smash and grab.
Smash and grab. Leicester City 3-0 against Brighton. That game was pretty much done in the first half. Jamie Vardy, James Maddison. Is Maddison's first name James?
Yes.
Do you know, I've never even listened to the whole name James Maddison. I always just hear Maddison. Or Pengting called Madison. That's the only thing I can think of. Anyway, Leicester City obviously done the business. Brendan Rodgers saying that Leicester are not in the title race. Very humbling from David Brent, I must admit. Palace drawing 1-1 with Spurs. Mourinho was pissed. He was not happy, bro. He knew he could have capitalized on everybody's mishaps on the weekend. But like you lot said, Gaeta, redeemed himself. after his howler against Harry Kane. Southampton 3-0 against Sheffield United. Sheffield United look like they're in trouble. Southampton are being as good as they've been this season. Big up Ralph House and Hoosball. You're done. No, the MySpace goal of the week.
James Maddison.
James Maddison. Maddison.
I think you're right. There, John.
I don't think there can be like who else scored a banger?
There was somebody that scored a banger where I was like, yeah, this is in the contender, but it's completely. Is it Newcastle? A Newcastle
It was
goal?
Morris versus Man United.
Morris versus Man United. What? This guy. Man United cannot feature, or Man City cannot feature in this week's top anything.
Are you sure? I'm sure Rashford got a banging penalty. You never know.
Big up Eze, you don't know. We like Eze, man. London boy and that. You get me? There was a goal that I saw and I thought it was a contender, but nonetheless, bro, at the end of the day, the winner is James Maddison. Let's not even.
Bobby Reid, maybe.
Was it Bobby Reid? No, it wasn't even Bobby Reid. Good goal, but it wasn't him that I was thinking of.
Bobby Reid was a smash.
Yeah. Was it Shea Adams? Shea Adams? Oh, no. I was thinking it was. No. Anyway, it's James Maddison, all right? Team of the week.
I'll give it to Leicester because they actually got the business done in the first half and was the only competent team.
It was impressive. Adrian?
I'm going Everton
beating Chelsea.
Yeah, like injury ravaged sides. And it's one of the I said it to Oscar straight after the game. It was one of those performances as a Chelsea fan. You look at that and you think to yourself, you're just destined to lose. Like the crowds were backing the boys. Every second ball they were, and everyone was immense. Every single player wearing toffee blue put in a shift. Like honestly, yeah. So that's why I'm going Everton. And they also got a sick result.
Do you not think that the crowd thing, obviously except Arsenal because it doesn't exist, but do you think the crowd thing was a big factor this weekend when you consider all the games that had fans in them all had good results, bar Arsenal, of course?
No, I think it was, man. I watched that Palace game and the way the crowd were, even in the Chelsea Everton game, definitely gave the players a lift and give them more motivation to hang on. Because in both of those games, they were a goal up and really had to keep it tight. So yeah, I think it worked for them.
Fulham as well, and Southampton, like the fans just looked like they were enjoying it. Oh, we get to enjoy what we've been watching this season. You know, the ones, it's just like a resume. Oh, this is lovely. You know what I mean? Right? Arsenal was all smiling in that when he was applauding him at the end.
That's the stuff of the 9-0. So now they're bearing the fruits.
I lie, man. They're bearing the fruits, cuz they're bearing the fruits. Team of the week. So let's go around. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Burnley, considering how bad they've been this season. And they got a win at Arsenal, which they haven't done in God knows how long. So Burnley's my team of the week. Let's go around. Let's get the voting.
I don't think Burnley were that good. I think that there were 2 3-0s, right? Sheffield United lost 3-0 to Southampton. And then what was the other 3-0?
Leicester
won 3-0. Yeah, I think it has to be Everton for me. Of all the victories, I feel like Everton really pulled out something that you didn't expect.
I'm giving it to Leicester.
You give it to Leicester because it was comprehensive. Yeah, they did the job. They did the job. David?
Yeah, I'll give it to Leicester.
Adrian?
Sick team performance by Everton.
Ernest, you get the final round.
You know what? Mine's not going to win it, but for the fact that they have maintained that their top 4, top 5 position, Southampton.
They've got a good case. Yeah. I totally hear that. I think Everton won the most rounds on that one. So Everton is the team of the week.
Which is fair.
Player of the week?
There's a lot. You could say James Maddison. Two goals for James Maddison.
Mm-hmm.
Or the evergreen Jamie Vardy. 2 goals and assists, and he was an absolute live wire, a thorn in the side of the Brighton defenders.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy was a live wire for sure. He was absolutely immense. Emi Martinez for me, actually, when I think about an outstanding performance, Emi Martinez at Molineux was really, really good. So I'm going to put him forward.
Hey, do you know who was sick?
Actually,
What the agenda said, Jack Grealish outside of the field activity.
Okay, talk to me.
You're into the milk, you know.
Hi.
Jack
what?
Grealish was in cheeks, bro.
Man, hey,
From cheeks.
was he in the pool, yeah?
That was a DMU accommodation. Man was a Philbert.
Hey,
Listen, shea butter cheese.
I had to delete that picture.
Hey, what?
He's a Man United player.
What? Jungle Fever.
Hey,
Yeah?
Jack Grealish was moving mad.
Good on George Best to him. Like he's wild. He's a superstar.
He knows what to Google it.
I want to know who took the picture.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, who took this photo, bro? I know it's Ross Barkley.
Basically, what is this? Man's in the hotel room with Tig here. And the thing's like, she's wearing a shirt that is not buttoned. And Jack Grealish is just you know, man, just laughing.
Hey.
And I'm like, who the hell took this picture?
You know, you got a new 5-year deal this summer. You know that, yeah? That paper is stacking.
But so DMU accommodation.
Listen, DMU.
I said he was in homes, you know.
That's Adrian, man. You're just.
Oh, on the real thing, yeah.
For your
Like,
gender, said Ross Barkley and that Nigerian heritage.
After the session, she said, "Kill her there."
What was he?
Oluwaros, bro.
Hey,
Oh, man.
man said he started talking about Africa Giant is the best album, you know.
African Jack, the best album.
Hey,
She said, "Yay."
The youth, the younger players these days, fam. You know what? Yeah? This crop of players,
hey.
we will forever be doing podcasts because of people like them. They do not cease to amaze me, man.
Man, like Oluwa Jack here now.
I told you, bro.
The real Oluwa Jack.
You know that was, bruv. For real, bruv.
Hey.
Like, he is not racist, is he?
He's not. He's not having you for black to
Do you know what,
woman,
yeah, man?
and call his son Jaden, bro.
I swear down, Jack Grealish is gonna have a black thing, yeah, and a black baby, fam. Jaden, you know.
Oh, that's a Jaden Grealish, you know.
Jaden Grealish.
He's gonna have locks in year 6.
Aye, fam.
Hey,
These man move wild, fam. They move wild, blood.
The girl was on the bed holding her chest. I said, "What is happening here?"
Bro, you know, like we have to go back to throughout the season's misdemeanors. Like when, do you know the Wan-Bissaka one comes to mind
bro.
every other day. Do you know
Wan-Bissaka had a girl's legs on his chest. I said, "What is happening?"
What a
here?
scenario, man! Flipping
No,
it,
but that's
man.
what I'm saying. Jack Grealish is a Manchester United player. Just for that alone, he's a United player.
But he's been up to stuff on day, innit? Like even during COVID, man was out here.
Bro, if you're going to COVID, remember when he was 19, they used to find him outside pubs in Brom. Listen, on the floor. Jack Grealish has been active from a fetus, bro. He's been active.
Jack Grealish, what a guy.
He's a Manchester United player.
Oh man,
He's lived 1,000 lives, guys. Who's player of the week?
Should it be Jack Grealish? Literally, quite literally. Let's vote. I said Emi Martinez.
I'm going James Madison.
Thank you, Cool Madison.
Yeah, I'm going James Madison.
Yeah, James Madison, fam.
I'm going Vardy, but I also really liked Ben Godfrey's performance at left back as well. Out of position, I think we were
Hey,
yeah,
do you know who was sick in that game as well? Reece James, bruv. He was cold.
Yeah. He was good.
He is slowly becoming my favorite player at Chelsea. You know?
Yeah,
Slowly. He's
up there.
Do you know who my favorite player at Chelsea is right now? Like who I actually really like right now, and I can watch him for 90 minutes.
Mace.
goalkeeper. Yeah.
No, man. You know what? Mason Mount, man. I think he's so.
Yeah.
I think he's criminally underrated.
That's a murder Mace.
I think he's underrated, but that's a player I can watch in the middle.
He's busy.
He gets busy, fam. You know what? He gets busy, bro. You know what? Madison can play the week, yeah? But I tell you what, guys, we're not going to see another Madison performance like that for the rest of the season. I'm sorry. He's just too inconsistent for my liking. He's just not that guy. But James Maddison. But yeah, we might get another assist, you know what I mean, later on in the season. But
no, but I think he's had injuries though, man. I still think he's good. He's not as good as Grealish, but he's good, man.
Do you remember it was him and Grealish, and then Grealish just left, man, for dust.
There was a debate last season for a couple weeks, and then Grealish said, "Nah, let me just."
Grealish was like, "What? Me to Maddison? Nah," and then gone.
In fact, but you know what it is? I think that's the perfect definition of X factor.
Yeah,
like they're two players, similar sort of like ability, skill set, but Grealish has just got that X factor that sets them apart. You can't compare the two.
He carries the team. He carries Villa. Man. It's you know the one. He carried it on his shoulders. Captain, man said, "Yeah, 5-year deal. Bang, let's go." You know.
Lola O said, "If Reece is going to keep the hair, it needs to be better. Look at Aaron Wan-Bissaka, hair always on point."
Reece's hair is looking at.
Do you know what? Yeah, I thought his hair was terrible when it was black. Now he's dyed it blonde. For some reason, it looks a little bit better, but we're still not there.
Get the fade, blood. Just turn to get the fade, cuz. You know what I mean?
We're still not there.
Let's get a Nick Pepe, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Anmol Sharma. He says the best part about the Arsenal game is the fan wearing his face mask on his eyes. No Corona, no Arsenal.
that guy was protecting, bro. You know them was at all costs, blood. Bare protection. Big up Ammo. Big up Sharma. You get me? Yeah, player of the week's James Maddison. Who's not that guy this week, David?
West Brom dodged the bullet, conceding in 19 seconds.
Yeah, to Newcastle. Yeah, it was. I think it was the Newcastle game I was referring to.
It was.
Oh, by the way, can I ask a question, David? Does it involve Liverpool by any stretch of the imagination?
I don't even have one. I'm so disgusted. I'm not even prepared. I just feel like giving it to Arsenal, bro.
Wait, hold on. Before we get there, there's a comment where somebody has suggested one. Footy Agenda says Ajax star Quincy Promise arrested for stabbing a family member. That was mad.
Yeah.
What's the story then?
I didn't read the article in it, but I saw a headline that apparently he was arrested for a stabbing, and the stabbing was somebody like one of his relatives.
Flipping hell, man! What the heck happened there? To stab your relative, bruv, you've got no heart for that.
Yeah, that's you need to be in jail, bro. You don't get.
It's still alleged stabbing. So
well then we'll wait to speak on it then.
It's not from age. So
Boss Like Endo said he wants to come on the show.
Yeah, man, like Boss Like, yeah, we'll talk. Nice. What's it called? David, you ain't got one yet.
Abdi05 said before the end of the year, me and Peter are scrapped.
Why?
He's still giving you.
I definitely want to see that.
Talk to me, bro.
Peter, he ain't seen what you're doing, bro, behind the closed scene.
Huh?
I see Peter. I see you putting it away. I see you getting it in, bro. I see my lifting.
What's it lifting?
I see my lifting. I see my lifting.
He said putting it away. That is funny.
What's lifting? This guy's hilarious.
Man said it's bulking season.
Hey, come on, bro. Bro, when man said tier 3, yeah, but the gyms are still open, bro. The highest praise that was made.
What you know about the tier 3 bulk? What do you know about that?
I love it.
Lots of boilers and the cinema. Couldn't care less. Don't give a monkeys, mate.
Hey, we're talking about Quincy Promise, yeah. Boss Like Endo said, Promise M'd off a family member. Lola said, man was splashing about. Oh my gosh.
Oh my days.
Hey, Mr. Hancock, your health secretary should get it as well, bruv. He's a flipping.
Once again, eh? Again.
But before, Peter, are you lining up and not that guy?
I can do if David ain't got one.
I ain't got nobody.
Pete, you line it up. I've got one more comment to read, and then after that, you'll go into it. Anmol Sharma asked us a question. He said, "Do you guys miss the golden period of Premier League? Arsenal at Arsenal, Mourinho at Chelsea, Sir Alex Ferguson at Man United, Benitez at Liverpool, and Bentner at Arsenal."
Hey.
Well, you know what? I'll answer that one first. I think this podcast is called the top 4 for that period, isn't it? That's why we're basically all fans of those clubs, and that's when it was really the best. And do I miss Mourinho at Chelsea? Yeah, because we were winning leagues. So yeah, for sure.
I 100% miss Alex Ferguson at Man United. It's not even a question.
It's not even a question.
I miss it, man.
Oh my days! I'm trying to get this thing up, bruv. Yeah, no homo. But like, I'm trying to see.
Oh.
It's just flowing from man. Hey, what?
Yo, 8 times out of 10, you saying that comment makes it.
Yeah.
Trying to get a thing up. Yeah? Like, oh, okay.
This is what Abdi wants to scrap.
That's why Abdi wants to scrap you. For sure.
All right, this football club, yeah. 2 weeks in a row, football clubs are being brought into this, yeah. So I'm gonna bring up this one, right? This football club, prestigious in winning titles, prestigious in winning European trophies. I think in England they've won the most European trophies ever in football history. Yeah, I see someone frowning. You're damn right. Listen, this football club, right? Obviously, they've had some great success of recent time. And they created a brand new training ground. £50 million the training ground is, right? Now, let me tell you why I've brought this team into question. Because the women's team of this football club has been denied access to enter the training ground, the brand new plush training ground. What does this say? What about equality? What happened to women's lives matter? What happened to feminism? Huh? For that reason alone, ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool Football Club, you are not that guy. Not letting the women's team train at your training ground. How dare you?
It's a howler. That's
I can't lie. You know that the United women's team don't train at.
No, you're just. First of all, the Man United women was formed in 2018. What are we talking about?
It was EFT 2018.
I was so perplexed. I was like, this ain't worth it. I think this ain't worth not that guy.
Some toddler.
I can't believe it. And the reason I even caught whiff of this, yeah, is because Tottenham Hotspur women have been allowed to train at the training ground. I sat there thinking, why is that news? That shouldn't be news. You know what I'm saying? The Arsenal women train at the training ground. No big deal. I'm guessing Chelsea does. The Chelsea women? Do they train at Cobham?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, this is looking Memphis big right now, bro.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Brand new plush, you know, what's it called? The AXA Training Center. Fresh out the gate. Beautiful training ground, by the way. It looks major. But you won't even let the women train there? Come on. Show some freaking respect. Show some freaking respect. You let me down this week.
Guys.
Yeah?
we have another honorable mention for not that guy. Footy Agenda says Aaron Wan-Bissaka needs to stop dribbling. Did you see that atrocity in Europe? Oh my god!
Bro, I'll tell you what, he was getting spun by Angelino in that first half.
If we had a midweek pod, I think I would have ripped my shirt. See Wan-Bissaka? Hey, that man needs to allow it, bro. He needs to know. Like, you know what? I don't even want to go to that game. That game in Germany.
I refuse.
My head was art. Oh,
Lola said he almost bust his ankle trying to do a back heel. Now, what was he doing? Now, what was he actually doing?
Bro, I don't know what was happening. And then you see Luke Shaw. Hey, we have.
Okay, wait. Why did you buy Tellez? Why did you buy Alex Tellez?
Because Luke Shaw got crossed.
No cap.
He doesn't even play.
He's Luke Shaw that can cross.
Have you seen Tellez defense?
Oh God!
Have you seen Tellez defense?
What did you expect?
No. Have you seen Tellez defense? Listen.
Is this another Dalot? Is this a Damian?
He's Dalot's big brother.
Is it another Damian?
That man not only came from Portugal, he's Brazilian. He can't defend. Listen.
That's all it is.
Just know you sacrificed the defensive area.
Listen. You see how Spain are a myth, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Brazil is a myth. Hey,
Brazil's number one left back.
If it's not Marquinhos, if it's not Thiago Silva, I'm not trying to hear it, bro.
But Firmino and Jesus are the number 9s.
I'm not trying to hear it. Listen,
Willian's the number 10.
Jesus. But anyway, listen. No, Lola, for real. Tellers is not. If he's not crossing in a back five, I'm not trying to say. But I said he has a whip in a ponytail.
He's meaty, bro.
Hey,
I swear,
I said he's Willow Smith, you know.
Bianca Belair, flipping it.
Hey, nah.
What's making me laugh so much about this, is Man United turned down Region because they're a big club. Oh my gosh. Just to get tellers.
With too big for buyback clauses.
They were too big. They were too big for that.
We turned down Region because we know Real Madrid would activate that release clause out of spite. They don't need him, but they'll call him back. Look what happened to
Even if it's a 2-year loan deal, bro.
Look what happened to Morata. Morata got sent to, I've forgotten where he went.
Juventus.
Called him back to see him. This is what I'm saying. Nah, man. I'm not with it.
Madrid moved gangster. Yeah, this club failed FFP. They sold the car park to the government. The car park to the government and passed FFP. Do you know what the government did? Sold it back to them.
But Madrid is the government.
Oh, it's a disgrace.
Madrid is the government. You know what I mean?
It's a disgrace.
Right. I don't want to talk about
Amnal Sharma said, I can't believe I'm seeing Robinho live in a stream.
Why? Is it Robin?
Hey, Robin.
He said, a shout out for me, Robinho. No, he thinks it's actually Robinho.
Double
Hey, what's going on there?
Big up. Big up. Armo. Big up. Armo show.
Amnal Sharma, you're a G, bro.
Yo,
hey, yo, that has finished me.
Hey, that is
That's a former Man City. That's a former AC. Hey, no, man.
Hey, man, bro.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Hey, that is hilarious.
Former Santos, former Real Madrid.
Hey, no.
Former Santos.
Hey.
But you know he's still playing football now. He's at Santos now.
No, he's not playing, bro. He's going to Joe. Pete,
Oh,
you going to Joe, bro.
Yeah, I swear he went, Joe.
He's gone pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a big word.
We had a misdemeanor. Hang on. Oh yeah, I can see it. Oh,
I'm aware.
on the 10th of December 2020, Robinho's 9-year prison sentence was upheld by the Italian court. He's meant to be going in for 9 years. Good.
All right,
Whoa,
all right.
whoa. He was convicted. Hang on. He was convicted of sexual assault and gang rape. Holy smoke.
Yeah, 9 years is a mad thing.
Hey, it was a big bird.
That's not parking fans.
Yeah, that's not. It's not even something to joke about. It's mad.
In Italy. Is he right? The guy's
Animal Sharma said, "Big up, you guys, super stuff, bro. You're hilarious.
You're the guy, bro. You're the guy."
He also said, "Where is Adnan Yadazai these days?"
Great question.
Something, Dad.
Oh, what? Just scream me up, yeah. He's ready to come back at the Manchester United.
What a
I've got the silver hair and that. Look like a
Also, speaking of commentary, yeah, he said he remembers commentary. Are we coming to the end for Martin Tyler?
Talk to me. What do you do?
Hey.
Is it getting? I don't know, man. I was watching the game and I was just thinking, he's not as lively as he used to be. Maybe like I was saying, because I've been watching old school Premier League years, he was given the energy, full energy. And maybe this Man United Man City game didn't give him enough to fully go.
What did they give him? That was an awful game.
Say that again?
I didn't hear what I said.
I was saying like it was an awful game. Do you know what I mean? Like the game didn't give him anything to commentate on. Like his highlight was literally saying De Gea, De Bruyne, the Derby, the
Bro, the other guy is 75 and he's the assistant manager of Woking. Martin Tyler.
He's the assistant manager of Woking.
He is the assistant manager of Woking. I remember reading something about this, and it's on Wiki right now, fam. Assistant manager at Woking, as well as a football commentator, bro. Listen, De Bruyne, De Gea.
It was so terrible. SW6 says because Sky fell off a planet.
Fam, during the pandemic last season, he was commentating an Arsenal game. I think it might have been the Arsenal where we playing Leicester, and he said something like, talking about food with Alan Smith. Now, Alan Smith and Martin Tyler, that is the worst, most boring partnership you'll get in a Sky Sports game. Trust me. Yeah. Anyway, because Alan Smith just sounds like he doesn't want to be there. He has that very, very vacant look. Anyway, he asked about making sandwiches, and then like, what's it? Martin Tyler was like, I bet Mrs. Smith gets those sandwiches, packs those sandwiches for you. And it was just like, whoa, wait a minute, where are we going here? Wait, Tyler, stop it. Okay, just because she's a woman doesn't mean she makes the sandwiches. All right, let's end it now. Tyler's on the brink, lads. He's on the brink.
He's on the brink, man. We're getting to
and that's the best case scenario, by the way.
SW6 said BT Sport are culpable. I don't know what culpable. Couple good commentators away from wiping them out as soon as he went to BT. Boss Lad said Rob Hawthorne is the best Sky commentator. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, I think.
Who's your favorite commentator?
Peter Drury.
Oh, whatever. Ben Ayoun. You see Ben Ayoun. No,
you're like Peter Drury. Manolas, the Greek god in Rome. Are you dumb?
No,
Roma has risen from the ashes.
Yeah.
What a man.
Controversial as this might be, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Who?
As controversial as this is gonna be, Andy Gray, bro.
Oh, I like Andy Gray, bro. But he's co-com. He's co-com. Yeah, he's the best co-com for real. We got Andy Gray.
Take a bow,
Take a bow, son.
Take a bow, son. All right. Last few comments before we wrap up. Abdi says, Oscar, I'm relying on you to set up the fight. You are Eddie Hearn. I want to make him pay for last week. There's got to be big money on the table, Abdi. There's got to be people that want to see this fight. We'll see if we can get Snoop Dogg to commentate. And then Free Agenda says, Diogo Dalot was sent on loan so United don't get exposed for spending 50 million on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
It's an agenda still.
Okay, the commentators are flying in. SW6 says Rob Palmer is my guy.
Rob Palmer? Yeah.
Who Rob Palmer is still. Abdi says Darren Fletcher. I don't like Darren Fletcher, man.
I'm two minds. I'm in two minds with Darren Fletcher.
He feels like 12:30 on a Saturday morning, and I get that, but I don't want him on my game.
These commentators.
That's Darren Fletcher.
Darren Fletcher, Steve McManaman.
Yeah, I will never forget when Twitter made that meme when it said "Welcome to BT Sport" with Steve McManaman and Darren Fletcher, and then they have the Mourinho thing just flying off because Steve McManaman is the worst commentator I have ever had.
Oh, the Mourinho meme with the headphones. Bro, Steve McManaman, him and Michael Owen, they need to be far away from commentary as far as possible. Holy smokes.
Michael Owen is poisonous. I love what Tom trying to commentate. Genuinely, he's poisonous, bro.
Oh my days.
SW6X London said Rob Palmer and Jerry Armstrong for La Liga in their prime.
Jerry Armstrong, he's another weird one.
Jerry Armstrong.
I'm not gonna lie, based off that, like every Arab and American commentator.
Go.
I don't know what they're saying.
Please, go.
Brother, you don't need oh my god. You need to hear the Italian commentary when Roma turned it around against Barcelona. Holy smokes. This guy, he was sort of like, he was just obviously speaking Italian, yeah. And then he was just like, when the third goal went in, he was like, goal! And then he just held it. And the thing is, it's because it's the way they hold it. He's caught midway, like he's laughing and crying. He's like, goal! And I'm like, I'm there sitting there, yeah, like, who scored the goal? You know the ones. You know, it's like,
was it
Manolas.
Yeah, that was unfinished.
Yeah, but man, when Totti scored, one. Listen, Italian commentary is the best. When Totti scored one for Roma, yeah, I think it was in the Rome derby, and I think
Galazzo.
Galazzo. Oh, what a time to be alive! Gazzetta dello Sport. Oh my god. Oh, fantastic time. Galazzo is the best thing ever. Was the best thing ever. Oh, anyway, lads, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Oscar, any last comments before we peace out? Are we doing predictions for this week's games or what?
I don't care.
Just the big thing.
We're gonna lose any.
Pause.
Boss, Bally up here. Boss like Endo said, you man doing a pod on Thursday night for the midweek fixtures.
Not
You man down?
Not if we lose, bro. If we lose, I'm not coming on, bro.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Off work, bro. I'm off work, fam. So I'm ready, fam. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm on it,
Right,
bro. We'll let you know. We'll let you go on Twitter. We'll let you guys know on Twitter. Shout out to Lola. She knows, bruv. Lola said, Manolas, Greek god in Rome. She knows, bruv. That's Peter Drury.
Peter Drury's air, fam. He's air, bro. He's air.
A Greek god in Rome. Roma rise from the ashes. Are you mad? That's Game of Thrones.
He needs to sit down, bro.
So poetic, man. Wait, he must have thought that on the spot, innit?
Yeah. Nah, I think he had notes. I think he wrote that down.
So he had a note by every player's name.
Imagine. Imagine.
I think he was gonna make a Roman Empire pun somewhere already.
Yeah,
but he had Manolas scored, and it had to be Greek god. It had to.
The centre half, yeah. Manolas turn it around.
No, but that's the thing. He said Greek god. Like if it was Dzeko, like what would you have said? The Bosnian babe. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Hey. Abdi065 said, do you man remember last season when we beat City 2-0 at Old Trafford? Igalo came on for Bruno. Then Martin Tyler said Bruno comes off for someone who's built like Frank Bruno.
Holy
this is what I'm talking about. Martin Tyler.
I remember that, actually.
The clock is ticking on Martin Tyler, bro.
He's walking off.
Ticking on him.
He just needs to say one ridiculous thing, yeah, just one thing, and the nations are gonna swing for him, bro. They're gonna swing for that guy, fam.
Nah, man, he's too much of a legend. We can't get we got rid of Gray. We can't get rid of him too. He's been doing it since the Premier League first came about. Admiral Sharma said, before leaving the stream, can I request an autograph from Robinho and a Man City oil money jersey, please?
Robinho, give them what they want, man. Give them what they want.
Yeah.
And Man City shirt to sign, yeah, sure. Man, but then I might be committing fraud.
Huh?
I don't.
He said,
I might be committing fraud. That's fraud.
He wants that dirham. Man wants them dirhams out here.
Bro,
all right, very
might as well get him
very
a
quickly.
Island shirt as well.
Stephen Island, flipping out. Very quickly, lads, yeah? Wolves, Chelsea. Where are we going? Molyneux.
Chelsea.
I see a draw, can't lie.
Draw.
Yeah,
I see a draw.
Draw FC.
No, I think
Chelsea can't beat anyone above 30.
Do you see that stat? Yeah, that's air. Do you know why? Because we beat Leeds when they were above 13th. But when we beat them, they dropped down below. So the stat now still says we don't beat anyone above 13th. But anyway,
men lie, women lie, numbers never lie.
You're right. I think we'll beat Wolves.
We could beat them. Arsenal versus Southampton.
Southampton!
Oh, when the States.
I'll tell you what, brother. Hassan Hoodle was going to come and school our Teteru boy off the pitch. Who else is there? Leicester, Everton. Meaty.
Everton.
I'm going Leicester home with it.
I'm going Leicester home.
I'm going draw. Well, Endo said Wolves 1-1 with Chelsea. He also
Liverpool,
said 2-0 Southampton.
Liverpool versus Tottenham Hotspur, ladies and gentlemen.
See, I think Tottenham will win this, you know.
Woo!
Whoa.
When a man told me this today that Matip is injured, I said, I don't know, you know. I don't trust. If there's one person I trust to take points at Anfield, is Jose Mourinho. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with
Hey, if Jose comes through with a stinker.
Hey, bro.
Yeah?
Son versus Trent. Oh, my days. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know.
65 games unbeaten, gone like that on a Wednesday.
But, bro, the thing is, Adrian, yeah, you can say all the numbers you want in the world. One day, someone's going to beat you at Anfield. This is the reality. It could be on Wednesday.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
It could definitely be on Wednesday. Like when Chelsea went through that run with Jose's time at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, was it who beat
Liverpool? It was Liverpool.
Was it Liverpool? No, I'm trying to think because there was a game where Aspilicueta caused a foul in the box. I think it led to a penalty. I forgot what it was.
If it's Aspie, that's years after.
Yeah, Liverpool ended that Jose Mourinho run, the 86 games one.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying. Listen, I genuinely think because of the lack of proper defenders, man, not playing Henderson in Craven Cottage. That's what I'm saying. Like, if on this team, they could generally win. They will at least draw, in my opinion. But I think they'll win.
Whew. Entertaining football, ladies and gentlemen. I'm guessing Adrian's going for a Liverpool win, obviously.
Yeah. We've got enough up front. Yeah, I think the crowd will wake money up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with Jose doing like the whole, sort of letting Liverpool have the ball. When you got Salah and Mane on the other end, it might be too much.
They got neutralised at Craven Cottage.
Ernest, were you talking about Sunderland? That's what SW6 reckons. You're talking about Sunderland. I remember we had a mad run and we lost to Sunderland.
When they won 3-0.
Asamoah Gyan and Sunderland was dancing.
Nah, that was before. I don't know. I don't even know.
That was in Sunderland.
No, there was one at Stamford Bridge.
No,
3-0.
That's at the bridge.
Yeah.
There was one at the bridge, Sunderland, when they 3-0.
That was 2010-11 season.
Was it Brucey Sunderland?
Yeah, Steve Bruce. Yeah, that's 10-11.
What a time! What a
Sunderland,
time to be alive.
Sunderland have packed us in a couple times at Stamford Bridge still.
Oh no. There's no other real games, to be fair. West Ham, Palace, Villa, Burnley, Sheffield United against Man United. I think we all agree Man United will win that one. And then Leeds, Newcastle. Well, we got the Arsenal draw. Arsenal draw? What's the shisha you're on this time? Unless they change their team, I can't see that happening. Chelsea draw, fair enough. Man United win, yeah. Spurs. Interessant. City to win, City from Monday. You might want to triple captain your Kevin De Bruyne's if you've got him in that team, yeah. West Bromwich Albion on
already ahead of you.
Oh yeah.
Anmol Sharma said my end of season prediction is Arsenal to the Championship. He's predicting relegation for you lot.
I'll tell you what, my friends. I'll tell you what.
Boss Light Endo said Spurs to win at Anfield? They are biters if they don't win this. Huh? Bottlers?
As in bottlers.
I guess. He said, we are literally depleted. If we win, I don't want to hear no chat about Spurs in the title. And then Abdi says the same thing. If Spurs don't win, I'm coming for their necks in the next show. That will prove my point about them being pretenders and bottle jobs. Wow, people are really putting on like Tottenham should win this game. Why?
Like they're going to Anfield.
That goes against the model. Like Jose is best as the underdog, if that makes sense. So the fact you man are expecting him to win, if anything, you should be like, I expect Liverpool to win, and he sort of catches us cold, if that makes sense.
Yeah, if he wins, it'll be a smash and grab thing.
Yeah, it'll be a smash and grab. Yeah.
I'm going to dominate. I'm just saying that for me, I feel like you lot feed into exactly what he wants to play.
That's the thing.
Liverpool have to play at home, and they have to play as the dominating Liverpool team they always have been. And Jose is like, this is exactly what I want. At the North London derby, I saw Rodon Ben Davies, bro, I saw the full, every centre back he had, he put on the pitch.
He started with a 4 and he brought on 2 centre halves without replacing one.
Like, yes, it was a long time ago, but man, remember when Thomas Callas went to Anfield?
Flipping out.
This is what I'm saying. This is the perfect Jose position to be in because Tottenham, yes, a lot are making noise about them, but Liverpool are expected to win.
You know, Jose came in sick that game.
This is what I'm saying.
Man was ill.
Ernest, I hear what you're saying. Ernest, I hear what you're saying. But I think the comments, what Abdi and what Bostak Endo are saying is that they're bottlers if they don't win. I don't necessarily see it that way. I think if they get a point, it's a fantastic result.
It's too early.
Last few comments. Bostak Endo said Yarmolenko or Willian. I think we're all going to go Yarmolenko at this point.
I've got Yarmolenko.
SW6 is reiterating that Sunderland defeat. Barini penalty. Gus Poyet was the manager. Right, how many ex-Chelseas do you want to come and beat us with? Bloody hell, Barini and Poyet and flipping Zenden. Abdi065 said Liverpool are depleted. They got battered by Fulham. I expect Spurs to take advantage if they're serious and as good as you man say they are. Especially Peter, I'm coming for you if they win.
When did I say they were good?
No, you said. I think you're talking about because you said they're title contenders, isn't it?
Well, they are. They're top of the league.
Yeah, but he's obviously saying they're bottle jobs, if not.
Listen, we all can. We all. This question's hilarious.
He's asking a rhetorical question. Of course, you should subscribe. Yes. If you're watching right now, you're not subscribed. I beg you, subscribe, please. Give us a like as well.
Let's get 100 subs, man.
Let's get other people involved.
Yeah, man.
What sub are we on?
Rabini will send you a signed shirt if you do.
I'll sign the shirt.
You'll sign the thing.
If you get 100 subs, I'll sign it.
Yeah, we'll sign the thing. Done though. Big up, SW saying what? Liverpool going to win this thing? You don't know. I think so, of course. Yeah, I think we'll win.
I think that's it. I think we're done.
Cool, man. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe. I almost said that. Yeah, Lucien Favre losing his job at Dortmund. Who do you think should take the Dortmund job very quickly before we close?
Arteta.
Oh. I was going to say, I know we want to close off, but anyone see Neymar's injury?
No.
What happened?
Ankle.
Did you see he broke his ankle?
Oh, bro, I didn't see that.
He broke his ankle? No, I didn't even see that.
Peter's like, did man answer the question?
Fam, man asked the question still, but never mind. We'll move it along for next week.
Yeah,
I answered.
I said Poch, by the way. That'd be a nice little mix with all of that young talent.
I'm going 10 Hag.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The comments has been mad. I think it's in the show.
The comments are going crazy. Pat Endo is on a rampage.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe.
You did it.
On the Twitter, on SoundCloud, on go. Yes. All right, after the beginning.
That takes a lot of breath, blood, fam. Flipping
Yeah. Hey, Oscar, you ready to end it when we do it? Yeah, you ready, fam?
Man.
Yeah.
All
right, cool. So make sure to share, like, and subscribe at Top 4 Podcast on the Twitter, at Top 4 Podcast on the SoundCloud, at Top 4 Podcast on the YouTubes. What else? On the iTunes as well, on Spotify as well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is done. We are finished. Go.